Hello everybody, it's Wednesday. Welcome back to the Abomination Vault, Ruins of Gauntlight. I'm your GM Steve, and I'm joined by fellow D&D veterans Mike, Rick, Richard, and Nina as we all take a journey to crit fumble our way through learning Pathfinder. Say hello everyone.
Hello,
everyone.
For those of you who are new to the stream or YouTube, welcome. And if you've been with us for a while, welcome back. It's good to have you. Before we begin, we have some quick announcements. We are really close to our community goal of donated heroic coins. Last I checked, we were just at over 5,300 of the 10,000 goal. And since we were unable to stream last week, I pushed the deadline out one more week because it was supposed to end this week. So you guys have through the end of our next stream on July 14th to get the remaining 4,700 coins you need to earn a one-shot battle royale featuring the 4 members of our stream. And I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to watch Bear Mukta eat everyone. Sorry, Bear Clovis eat Mukta.
Let's go.
No, Bear Mukta sounds pretty good. I'll go with that.
Yeah, that was actually a new character. I like that.
That would be an interesting twist on things. But no, so thank you for that. Thanks for all your subscriptions that you guys have been giving us. Thanks to them, we were able to add a new emote that is live right now. And that emote is DM Steve Fail and features our favorite okay. Richard, how do you say Yosoki? How do you like to pronounce it? Yosoki.
Yosoki, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't entirely sure. So anyway, our favorite Yosoki Mukta, angry at rolling yet another natural one. So be sure to spam it whenever we have a crit fail on stream tonight. And let's get some in chat right now. There we go. Very cool. Especially if you spam it when we're in our battle scenes, it'll show up and float across the screen, and you can interact with our stream that way.
Well, my mother always said you won't know if you've succeeded if you've never failed. So,
Well, you failed a lot, so I guess you got a lot of success coming your way.
That's true.
Very smart,
I mean,
mother.
if you think back to the first roll of this campaign, your first roll with this was a natural 1. That kind of set the tone for everything. So, I found that fun. Okay, well, we have, if we can get a few more channel points, we can unlock a few more slots. And if we are able to unlock a few more, we have the Hal and the Clovis emotes ready to go. They're ready for us to pull the trigger. We just need to up our community contributions to the channel. So we accept those. Thank you to the Karate Kids 714 who donated 1,500 more to the Battle Royale. And we have SWADIR. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's Swatter, but thank you. That's 300 points more towards our goal, and we're inching closer and closer, and we have a whole week to go. So keep that up, guys. That's really cool. All right, guys, with that done, who's ready for some Pathfinder?
It's been 2 weeks. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
It has. All right, viewers, sit back, relax, and players, let's jump into tonight's episode of The Abomination Vault, Ruins of Gauntlight, episode 18, after this intro.
The lumber town of Otari, with its storied past and a fair share of sinister secrets, has been fairly quiet in recent decades. Over the 400 years since its inception, the surrounding area has been the launching pad for many famous adventurers, and as a result, most of the ancient ruins have been fully explored, much of their mysteries already solved. But when the mysterious Gauntlight, an eerie landlocked lighthouse, begins to glow with a baleful light, the people of Otari suspect it's an ominous prelude to sinister events. The call goes out for a new band of heroes to save the day. Those heroes are Mukta.
One's path in life may shift like the sands. You have to adapt or be buried.
Halarmony Higgins.
Can I play something for you?
New Lara.
Hey, I know that it's scary, but you have to get up. Okay? Take my hand. Ugh, very good. Let's go.
Clovis.
Nature is not to be put in order. Nature is order. It is for us to put ourselves in unison with this order.
The time has come to enter the Abomination Vault, Ruins of Gauntlight.
And we're back. Alright. I hope that you guys got excited. When I see the intro, it makes me excited. Sets the tone. So let's get rolling. I'm hearing feedback. One of you guys is listening to the stream and it's coming through your mic.
I was about to say the same thing. I thought that.
I think it's Nina.
My
Okay.
bad.
I can see that like your thing glowing. Okay. The sun rises on another beautiful morning in Otari. For a brief moment after sunrise, the traditional smell of cut wood is replaced with the bitter smell of coffee. As across the town, everyone gets ready for a hard days of work with a cup of their favorite beverage. We get a sweeping view of the town as our camera flies overhead. A zoom into Blades for Glades shows a passed out Carmen Rajani slumbering on his workshop floor, curled around a tiny yet empty keg. As he shifts his weight, we can see another figure mysteriously sitting in the background watching over him. The white osprey tattoo shows he works for Yinyas Mera, apparently sent to keep an eye on things. The camera pans out the window, across towards Rin's shop. We can see Rin furiously scribbling notes as she pores over the journal left in her care. Yawning, she sips from her tea before waking Elanir and handing him the papers. The camera flies back over the main part of town, where merchants are setting up their spots in the market. Here, bright and early, we can see the grizzled face of Kalino cleaning off the debris that collected onto the shrine to his dearly departed wife. And finally, we push in through the topmost window of the Rowdy Rockfish, where we see Brelda Vankervale clutching a small portrait of her son, crying as she hugs it and stares out the window across the town. The camera moves in through her room and down the hall towards a couple of bedrooms where our heroes are fast asleep. They are startled awake from a small explosion downstairs. No doubt another of Aurelia's experiments. And as you wake and make your way downstairs for breakfast, one at a time, in whichever order you would wake up, you find a small note left in the tavern addressed to the Keepers of the Fate. So players, of the four of you, which one of you would be the first one awake?
I feel like Nulara would be up early to start her morning runs. Just working out.
Okay.
Mukta stays up late and sleeps in late, so.
And Clovis being out in the forest would probably be up pretty early also.
Okay. What about Hallis? Hallis, a sleeper?
Sleep.
Hallis
He
is
stays
not.
up late.
Okay. In that case, how about you? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but how about we just Nulara and Clovis give me a straight D20 flat roll. Whoever rolls the highest is going to be the one who's up first.
D20. 13.
13 for Nulara. I think you win by default if Clovis can't figure out how to roll the D20. Oh, Clovis snatches it. So in true
Combat
elven
tracker was blocking it.
got it. In true elven fashion, the elf's the first one up, or maybe he never went to sleep. I don't know. So as you wake up, you're sitting in the tavern, Clovis. You find this note. You sit down. You start reading over it, and as you're like a few sentences in, you see Nulara kind of coming down the stairs, ready for her morning run. So this here is the note that is left to you guys addressed from Rin. So even though Clovis is the one reading it, I will go ahead and read it out loud so you can all hear the words. To Keepers of the Fate. This Volok is a disturbing individual, vain beyond a doubt, even compared to his drow kin. But these notes confirm two things to me. Firstly, Volok has become obsessed with necromancy and construct construction after the death of Belcora. It seems the soulbound doll with his goblin servant was only the start. Secondly, after mastering this craft, he has taken it into a very interesting direction. His workshop has the ability to transfer mortal souls into other things, not just dolls or golems or inanimate objects. No, he has found the ability to transfer souls into living things. It seems lucky that he has, so far, only managed to do it with vermin. But if his theories are right, he might be able to split his soul into many pieces and place each within a different creature. Be careful down there. If he has done this, he may still be alive in some form. The stars tell of dangers ahead, I am afraid, but also of hope. There are spirits down below, those who seek to help you find your destiny. But something restrains them, torments them. Find this spirit, and they will show you the way. Look to the stars, Rin. So
Is that
we kind of,
Clovis?
yeah, we kind of zoom out from this thing, and you kind of like see like Nular looking over Clovis' shoulder as he's reading it out loud for you guys both to see.
What's that?
This is true. This is dangerous.
Wait, what? And then, can I read it? And then I read it. Oh no. Wait, so the worm could have possibly been like a person? Like their soul was in there? That worm that we killed?
That's what you're saying.
Huh. Oh man, the others should know about this. Should we wake them up?
Yeah, crossfade to the others stumbling down. Aurelia's explosion started early this morning and rocked everyone awake. So, Clovis, you look up and you see Mukta and Hal, both angry to be awake so early.
Let's slide the note over, Don. You guys may want to read this from Ren.
Hey, sleepyheads.
Sorry, I'm a little not quite woken up again. Say that again, Clovis. I couldn't hear you.
You definitely want to read this note from Ren. It'll definitely wake you up. This is true. It's not good.
Sure. Brelda, coffee, please. Black, as strong as you can make it.
Yeah, Brelda definitely is up and in the back of the tavern kind of area, and there's already like water brewing and boiling, and there's a huge like ground bag of coffee that she's got scooped out, and she's starting to make everyone coffee.
I'll hold out the note so Hal can read it as well and start reading.
So what does this mean for our trip or anything, Mukta?
Well, if this Volok could possibly still be alive, I think it definitely increases the danger.
You mean he could perhaps have made more of those birdie things?
More dolls, more birds, who knows, but...
Put them together and you got some bird dolls. That does not sound good.
No, it does not. My mother would not be happy to hear I'm going back in this place. But... I mean, we already knew that the Gauntlight was dangerous, yes? We just have to make sure we're on our guard.
That reminds me, we should go to that drunkard's place and buy the shield for Nulara.
Sure. I've got nothing else planned before we head back off, so...
It is
What
bright
you
and
saying,
early.
Lara?
It's about 8 a.m. on Fire Day, which is our equivalent of Friday, so it's almost the weekend. One day away from the leather armor that was commissioned by Clovis, and
Waiting.
yeah, don't forget you owe money on pickup for that.
Yep.
Where was
12 gold, right? I think that's what it was.
I have to double check. I don't remember.
There about.
where was Carmen passed out again?
In his shop.
Oh, in his shop.
Yes.
Can I just bang on the door, drop the gold, and then grab the shield?
Yeah, so you leave bang, 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 right? I think when you go to open the door, you're actually greeted by a new face, one that you've not seen before. I think it's one you've recognized as somebody who hangs out in the Crook's Nook quite a bit. And as he like kind of opens the door to look at you quizzically, you can see like passed out behind him, Harmon Rajani just stinking of booze and looking terrible. And this guy kind of looks you up and down and asks what you're here for.
Do you work here?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose I'm the new apprentice.
So a babysitter.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, here's 100 gold. Can I get the sturdy shield, please?
He lets you in. He takes the gold, places it in the cash register, and lets you pick the shield off the rack. So I noticed you were trying to buy it and it wasn't working.
I got it already.
You did get it, okay.
Yeah,
You figured it out.
eventually I did, yeah.
Did you buy it from the trade character or from your own thing?
Yes, so the trade character bought it, and then from the trade character I moved it to
Got it.
Nolara's. Yeah.
Got it. It was just, I saw all the thing about coming up short, but I never saw the one where it actually successfully went through. But glad it did.
Yes,
So
my
now-
shield now has 64 HP.
Wow, that's quite an
Nice.
upgrade.
Uh-huh.
That's actually pretty awesome.
That's insane.
You have it on your character sheet already?
Mm-hmm.
And what does the hardness go up?
It goes up by 3, so now my hardness is at 8. But
8.
it doesn't get broken until the HP goes down to 32.
Right. So it absorbs up to 8 now instead of 5, and it can take up to 32. So that is a huge upgrade for you. So congratulations on that.
I'm gonna go back to the rest of the party all excited. Guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna pay you guys back. I'm gonna make sure none of you all die. I'm gonna be in the front. I promise.
That is good enough for me, as long as you're in the front.
No need to pay me back. Just,
I think we're good.
I agree. Just make sure we all stay alive.
Yes, I think your well-being, protecting our well-being, is payment enough.
Don't worry. I'll make sure that it's worth it.
All right, so you're ready to go punch some ghosts then?
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you guys have
Yeah.
any other last-minute preparations or things you guys need to buy?
I don't think so. Maybe, perhaps we need to think about potions.
Yes.
Potions that make you feel better.
Very smart.
Not like the coffee
Hal.
that Mukta is drinking. That makes him feel better after a long night. But potions, that restores the vitality of
Right.
myself
Yeah,
and others.
potions. Potions, you can never go wrong with potions.
I currently have two minors with me. Oh no, I mean minor healing potions.
Mhm.
I've got one still.
Okay, how about you, Hal and Clovis?
I have one minor and one lesser.
Actually, I also have one minor and one lesser, so...
I have, I guess this thing is a one minor.
Okay.
So one of these small ones. I think it'll be okay. No?
I mean, like, I think depending on how long we think we're gonna stay down there, we could always stock up.
It's at this point when the players look at the experience needed to level in the corner of their character sheets.
I think
So a
maybe
quick
we
trip?
just go. Yeah, just for a few minutes, come back.
I
Where's a good place to get potions at again? What shop?
Rins, I believe.
Rin's a pretty good
sells
one.
them, yeah.
Yeah, Rin's a good one. I meant to set up a shop for Aurelia, but I forgot. So.
Okay, so not only are we trying to stop the Gauntlight from getting all crazy, we're also trying to stop Volok from essentially breaking his soul apart and putting them into other creatures. Yeah, that's.
I think so, but I think there's deeper complications to that if that's true. If he's still alive
That's true.
and is able to
Oh,
have these foul powers of necromancy, what is to stop him from trying to bring back Belcora herself?
that's true. So, would it be safe to assume that even though he's dead, parts of him are alive down there in the under the lighthouse?
Sounded like Rin wasn't sure if he succeeded or not, but I think we have to find out.
His journals didn't go and say like, I was successful, I've done it. You know, they just kind of ended abruptly. And also just remember like the time frame here, like this Volok lived about 500 years ago, which even for like drow and elves and stuff, like that's longer than their lifespans are expected to be. Outside of all this necromancy that you know he's involved in.
Oh wait, should I get a tent in case we decide to camp? Hal.
For Hal, I mean, who
Camp?
needs a tent?
But
with
why
the
would you want to
beautiful
put it up
stars?
in the tavern? We have beds we can sleep on. I don't see why that would be a thing.
You know, if you go back to Absalom, maybe you could take Carolyn out for like a nice camp under the stars and all that.
Caroline is in Absalom?
Yeah.
When did she go there?
Where you're from, pal.
Oh. I wonder how she got to Absalom.
I have no idea. I think I had a dream. I just confused a lot of things. I just remember hearing Absalom a lot.
Of course, it's the biggest city. It's down
Probably.
the coast. We just go that way and maybe take a boat before we camp. Or-
Hey, after all of this, maybe we can all take a nice vacation over there.
Yeah, we can
Okay,
visit my
sounds
parents.
good.
Maybe they have a place for us to stay in the palace or the Lord's Manor. Who knows? Anyways, we should get going.
I
I'm
imagine
sure
this-
they'd want to welcome the new mayor of Otari.
Very true.
Maybe like a diplomatic mission, right?
Diplomatic immunity.
Yes,
Nice.
That's how that goes.
that sounds great. Okay,
Yeah,
we ready
I
to
imagine
go?
this is all happening as you're kind of walking and talking and getting ready for a thing. So this conversation, it's happening over in stages, and we keep getting like crossfades as you move further along the journey. And as you're finishing up this, we're kind of looking up at the Ruins of Gauntlight again, and even here, bright morning, very evident that there's a pale blue glow growing at the top of this thing. And so my questions to you guys are, where are we headed?
So there's a couple of things that we haven't explored, but if we are running on a deadline, should we just start off where we last ended?
Yeah, I think we should go to the library. There was that one place, the secret priestess place, that was on the other side.
Right,
Maybe
yeah.
we look in there. Maybe they got more books.
That's true, in the restricted section, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What was her name again?
I don't remember. I have to look in my book.
Me too. I'm gonna.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I know. Last night it felt like such a long night. It's almost been like, felt like 2 weeks almost, you know?
I know. I haven't slept that long in forever.
So let me ask about the lighting situation here, right? Because we are going back down into the dark.
Oh.
Nulara can see. I know that you guys have like light spells. Like Clovis can cast light. Did you guys still have the 2 ever burning torches from the room?
I have.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So you still have ever burning torches. You have the light spell, and Hal has dancing lights. So how are you guys currently set up for light?
I can have the torch up, and then shield on the other hand.
It's doable. Just
Would that
know,
allow?
right? Like in
I
combat,
can always
you have to
put
drop
the
the torch.
cantrip
And then...
light shield or something on his shield if you want.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I feel like maybe we
New
save the
shield.
torches for if one of us who can't see needs to, pull it out
Okay.
in an emergency situation.
Okay.
So,
Does it cost
so
you
cast,
anything, Clovis?
No, it's just a cantrip.
Okay.
Okay. So Nulara's shield begins to glow, so that's one source of light. How are you doing dancing lights?
Do we want more lights? Or not so much?
Can you guys see?
I think we don't need to be a beacon or anything, but maybe one light for now.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Where is everyone else?
Yeah. So like slowly you guys kind of descend, right? You make your way through the gauntlet to the back to the like sort of like side separate building, back down the spiral staircase, through Volok's office with the Borbo body still floating, bobbing in the like tank of liquid watching you, through the secret door, down into the sort of area which we've collectively referred to as the library. Which last time you guys were here, which was, just the day before, you ended up having an encounter with a mysterious cult who refer to themselves as the Cult of the Canker.
That is right.
Right.
You killed quite a bit. You killed about 10 or so of the cult members, and then made your way back up. So you're now returning. I don't want to say the scene of the crime, but this is kind of you guys returning to the scene of the crime. So,
Steve, sorry to ask, but where are we supposed to be in? Because I find myself in like 2 different places.
let me check. 2 different places on the same map. Oh, you're here because I was using you for vision testing earlier.
Oh, okay.
So you are here.
Got it. Okay.
So you descend the staircase, right? You come back down into the staircase. It opens into like a little hallway. At the end of your hall to your left, you see a door that you know leads to the library, the restrictions section, all that beyond. You look down the hall to your right, you see where this like misty creature once inhabited, and you guys slayed it. And you can see that way kind of opens into a chamber with doors leading off to the north and the south. So which way would you guys like to go?
The library?
Okay. So yeah, you move down cautiously towards the end of the hall, right? Listening. It's very quiet on this level, right? There's not a lot of like ambient noises in here. The air is very like, you're kind of like stifled because again the air's gotten really like stiff or stale, and it's like the smell of like old paper, like rotting moisture paper, is just permeates this thing. And yeah, you're back in the library. So you get to the end of the hall and the door is closed.
Mokta? Didn't you
Sure,
open
we
this
left
already?
that door open.
Yeah, last time you guys left it, you left it open.
Oh no.
We definitely did not close that door.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Clovis will move back.
I mean,
the hall a little
just
further,
push on
so
it.
like-
Maybe it closed because one of the scary winds blew through these halls and you just need to push it open.
Do not push on it. Step back. Let me take a look first.
I was gonna push on it. Okay.
All right, give me a secret perception check there, Mukta. As
All
you
right.
give it a once over. Mukta's really good at this. Don't worry, guys.
I believe.
Definitely not going to use our Mukta fail.
Nope. Let's hope not.
So, Mukta, you take a look. You're looking around the door. The door does not appear to be trapped. The door does not appear to be locked. But as you like are feeling it, it's definitely like closed. And what you kind of come to the conclusion, based on your experience with things like this, is it's probably barricaded from the other side.
Some good news and some bad news. Which do you want first?
Bad.
Yes.
The bad news. The door seems to be barricaded. The good news?
Push on it.
It's not trapped or locked. Steve, which way does the door open? I mean, obviously it opens to the inside, right?
You'd push it from where you guys are. You'd push it into the library.
Okay, so doesn't seem like something that Nulara can't handle. So
I mean, they know that we're coming in here.
If it's barricaded, I'm assuming there's some people
there's no
behind there.
Yeah. But also I was thinking like there's no sense in being quiet if they already know that we're gonna come back. I can kick it.
Hal,
You
as
still
you
wanna go
are
to
in
the
the
library?
back of the group, right? Like they're up there, they're figuring out the door. You're kind of creeped all the way back here, kind of in the edge of the shadows, right? Like the light's kind of bouncing off you. And as your back is to the group, you hear a strange sort of grumbling noise coming from the door behind you to your north. And it doesn't necessarily sound like it's just on the other side of the door. It's coming from somewhere a little further away, but you become acutely aware that there is definitely something alive beyond that door.
Is there we push through that door there, Nulara, or somebody's going to be coming through this door up here because he is growling? I think
This
he
door-
might Mukta.
This door that I'm on right now?
Nope. Yeah, you want to open that door, but someone's going to come out this door up here. So we need to make it lickety split. Pronto, ASAP. Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kick
And
it
also,
open.
also, just to be clear, in case I told you guys, you guys are in this long hallway, right? There's a staircase on the north end that you guys kind of descended from Volok's secret office. And then immediately across from that there's that other staircase that heads back up. So you're kind of at the bottom of two staircases that intersect in this one hallway. And then Hal's kind of back where you fought the mist thing, and he's hearing noise from that way. So Nulara, you're kicking the door?
Yeah.
Nulara gives it a good, solid kind of boot to the door. The door flies open, and a large, like, basically like a pile of like crates and shelves and bookshelves kicks over and hits the ground and makes like a loud clattering, and the silence is completely interrupted by this like clattering of the barricade falling. So you have no issue opening it, it just makes some noise.
Go ahead, go.
There's kind of like a surprise noise from the other end, almost like a guttural, like undercommon expression that I don't know you understand, Nulara, but something in the darkness that you can't see made like a surprise exclamation, like, oh god, like something is now aware that you're here.
Either we fight one enemy or we fight both of them on like each side.
I say we go through the door. They already know we're here, so
Yeah, go ahead. So like you kind of push in, shield at the ready, you got your weapon ready to go. You kind of look to the north and south around, kind of stepping over this difficult terrain of boxes and stuff. And it doesn't appear to immediately be anyone. So what would you guys like to do? Are you guys keeping up the pace and just running somewhere? Or what?
What direction did I hear the sound from?
From the north, from the restricted section.
From this like purple area that I see?
Kind of like up, yeah, kind of up that way, but to the right. Like it was coming from the north, in that direction somewhere. You never had eyes on it, so you're not entirely sure where it came from.
Okay.
The temple is around the corner, and the same way you heard something. So yeah, let's go that way. There's more books.
Clovis, close the door behind you.
Yep. Nulara's your source of light, and she's rushing off into the distance pretty
Sorry,
quick.
I totally forgot. Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
No.
You do want to. You are hurrying. You are trying to catch them. If you can. So you're rushing up, and then everyone's moving their tokens at a different pace.
In here.
But in reality, it's not quite so staggered or whatever, right? So yeah, you all are moving down this hallway. You get here, and nothing is apparent. The doors are all closed. Which you guys, last time you came through here, you left everything wide open. Every single door is closed again.
Let me move my token.
Can I defend while going through this area?
Yeah, I mean, I assume your exploration activity in this case is defend, right?
I'm gonna try for this door.
Yep.
Oh.
So Nulara, with her boots in the door kind of shatters on its hinges a bit and kind of hang. This one actually opened in towards you, so you've kicked it, and it kind of breaks down because it's not super well kept. And in there beyond, you see a whole group of ghouls. One of these blue robed ones with the chunks of meat on his necklace. The rest of them kind of hiding behind bookshelves, and the one that's kind of the de facto leader kind of locks eyes with you and says, "We knew you would return to join the Canker," and reaches his hand out, and all of them begin to spring into action. So we're gonna go into battle, guys. Let's have you all roll initiative.
Level 4.
So go ahead, add yourselves to the tracker, and roll your initiative. You guys can go ahead and position your tokens wherever you want them to be. If you're not in the spot that you would like to be, then you can go ahead and adjust it. I'm gonna switch us over to the battle scene.
Probably be over here.
So do that here. And Mukta, you are avoiding notice. Is that correct?
Yes.
I just assume it's by default. I just, I didn't want to.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't want to be wrong, but I assumed it was correct.
These are such pretty dice.
Oh, I didn't see your dice. Which one are you using? The
No,
Rollsmith?
everyone's dice.
Yeah.
Got the
Rollsmith
wooden
dice.
ones. Very nice. Thank you, Rollsmith.
Rollsmith makes some good stuff. All right. Well, as we go into combat, Mukta from the shadows in the back is the first to react. So Mukta, what would you like to do?
All right. I see Nulara has opened the door quickly. I see more of these ghoul creatures. I immediately put on my short bow and attack.
Okay. You got that interact feat. You draw the weapon as part of the attack. Bow flies again through Nulara's kind of large frame, blocking the doorway, sailing into the creature. It's gonna have a slight status bonus from Nulara.
All right.
Let's see if it hits. Are we gonna get a crit, or are we gonna get a fail? One of the two. It has to be one of the two.
Oh, you got this.
That is a 17, which is a hit. Just exactly what you needed.
All right.
Oh yeah, not the greatest damage. 5 points of damage slams into this ghoul.
All right. Second action, attack.
Okay. One arrow over the right side of Nulara's head. The next arrow comes over the left side. 16 almost hits, and I think actually it it glances off Nulara's shoulder pad and skitters out a little bit. If Nulara wasn't in the way, this would have hit, but with that status bonus, it misses.
It's all right. And third action, I'm just going to stride.
Yep. You gotta moonwalk your way around the corner.
You got this, Nulara.
I feel like this is my fault.
Yeah, so, the possessive Canker cultist with the, like, blue robe reaches out at you again, Nulara, and, again, this familiar feeling of your skin is starting to be flayed before your very eyes. I need you to make a will save.
Will save, that would be 20.
That's exactly what you need, so that's a success. So you take the initial damage, but you are going to take the initial damage. So you take 5 points of psychic or like mental damage as you feel yourself being flayed, and you shake it off, close your eyes, and then you open them, and you've pushed off the effect, and you realize this is just an illusionary thing. No problem, and you're not going to take the persistent damage for this. The possessive Canker cultist is not happy with that, and his next action is going to be to stride kind of over the edge of the room this way. All right, Clovis.
All right, I will step up 1 square. Okay, so the first guy I see there, I will do Ray of Frost.
Okay. 13 is going to be a miss. It's a tough target between Nulara blocking the door
Actions, so
and that, but like even then your ice Ray of Frost goes pretty wide and just like hits the wall next to Nulara. That was all 3 of your actions?
I will go ahead and do an Inspiring Courage with a Lingering Composition.
Let's do it.
And
make that performance check.
Performance.
Let's hear that sweet, sweet song.
Which also
Nice.
in the off week we realized that Hal was missing master, the expert proficiency and performance that he was supposed to have. He was only trained, so he's bumped it up now, and he has the true bard experience. So 25 is a success. So you guys are all going to get lingering composition at not the crit success, but the successful version, right? Which is the 3-round version that you guys can add to your characters.
Correct.
Okay. And that's only one of your actions, right?
That is one of my actions. I want to stride away a little bit. Maybe I want to go see what they're doing, and then I will use the rest of that movement to go down, and I will cast shield.
All right.
And that's my turn.
The shimmering shield surrounds you. All right. Up next, the ghouls. So, this one here is going to stride up right next to you, Nina, and it's going to do a jaw attack at you.
Okay.
You do have your shield like raised. That is a 16. Which is not a hit, right? So it goes up, jaw strikes, tries to bite you. You get your shield up, and then its third action is going to be to step away from you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
He didn't stride, he stepped.
Oh, he stepped away. Oh.
So that avoids the attack of opportunity, yeah.
Okay.
And you're like focused, you're looking for like a strike of some sort. And then this one comes running up from behind the bookshelves, kind of using cover, leaps out and tries to bite you when you're distracted. That is a 24.
Hits.
Okay. Do you absorb...
Blocking it with my shield? My new shield.
The new shield.
Yeah.
So let's see how much damage this does.
Nothing.
No, nothing. So... he hits you, but you get the shield up. Ugh, the shield that takes all the damage. All his jaws manage to do. He breaks a few teeth on the like metal of your sturdy shield, and you take no damage.
Nice.
And then his third action is to step back. And then this one here is using his stride to get next to you, and is going to jaw attack. That is a 27.
hits.
Does hit. Not a crit though. This one's gonna be 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make 2 42 saving throws.
2. Okay. First one is a 23.
That is a success. So it hits into you, and you feel this familiar feeling of the paralyzing spreading through your body.
Oh.
And you shrug it off and push it out, and you are not affected by the paralysis of this creature. And then I need a second 42 saving throw.
Okay, second one is 60.
Also a success. So
Awesome.
whatever else is trying to take hold does not, and you push both of it out of your body. And while you're kind of like fighting off the paralysis, he's going to use his third action to come through and do a claw attack with a penalty. That's a
hits.
24? Okay, so you're going to take the damage. I need another 42 saving throw. Just one.
Okay. That'll be 29.
Yeah. You critically succeed. You do not fall for the paralysis, and you just take 5 points of slashing damage. So the bite, everywhere that he's hitting you, you're fighting off the effects of being paralyzed by these ghouls. And that's all of their actions.
Awesome.
Nulara, it is your turn.
All right. So I am going to, with my trident, hit this ghoul right in front of me.
Okay. Nulara's trident special. Let's do it.
That would be 19 a hit.
19 is a hit.
Perfect. He would be taking, or they would be taking, low rolls. 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage through the school.
And then...
Not quite bloodied, but you like deal quite a bit of damage. You like push into his skin, pull it out. You see like basically bits of exposed flesh falling out.
Trying again.
Go for it.
Actually, I'm being... because I'm blocking everyone. So I'm going to just take a step.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. I can't move. Sorry. There you go. Taking a step right there. And then for my third action, I'm going to raise my shield again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
it for my turn.
All right, top of the round, Mukta.
All right. And that was the Inspiring Courage was 3 rounds, right?
Yes, go ahead and
That's right.
drag the 3 round.
All right. First action. So I'm trying to remember. If I'm around the corner, if I hide and then pop out, would that be...
So you have to have broken line of sight in order to hide, right? So you've done that last turn. You strode around the corner. So you can take the hide action. I think it's called the hide action. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
To make them not aware of where you are because they don't have sight on you. And then from where you are, you can make an attack. I'll kind of like let you lean around the corner and make the attack, and they'll be flat-footed.
Okay. That's what I was trying to do. Because
Yeah, you have to beat their perception with your stealth,
Yes.
of course. So let's make that stealth roll.
I'm going to use the hero point on that one.
Hero point. Hero. You
So
can
spend that
do
hero
it.
point. It was a 20 for a second, I thought. It went from a 20 to a 2, so. Hero point. Hero point.
Still not the one though. Still
Not
not
the
the
one.
one.
Not the one. So.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so
much
close
better.
to 20.
The other thing that's kind of cool, just I know it's kind of breaking the flow of battle, but like what I learned on this is when you make a roll like you're 13, if you right-click the card in chat, one of the options is to re-roll and keep the new result. You can use that when you're rolling a hero point or whatever. I think there's actually a way to actually do like hero point, but that's fine. Okay, 19,
so-
much stealthier.
I'm just going to pop my token out, and that's me leaning around the corner.
Yep. And
So I can
he
only
is
see
flat-footed.
this one. He's flat-footed.
That is true. Yeah, he is flat-footed. That is true. Like, Nulara backed into the corner to kind of get the shield, but that pulled the light away too. But you can definitely see the one in the doorway.
That's fine. I just want to focus on one.
Yep,
anyway,
that one is definitely lit, so you can see it. So make.
All right, I will strike. Natural 20.
That's a natural 20. Let's get them crits in chat.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll crit damage on that.
I'm gonna do Mukta.
That's 28 points of damage.
Points of damage.
Nice. Let's go.
Easily wipe this thing out, and the arrow like
Fucking do it.
he like falls over. Falls over, stumbles off into the darkness, gurgling, and dies.
And for my third action, seeing as how I'm still around the corner, I'm going to avoid notice again.
Okay. Good call. Okay.
And that is my turn.
Very good. So Nulara, you're kind of backed into the corner, and then you see like this guy. He like steps out to like right here, and makes like eye contact with you, and you see the cultist kind of step into your light as he begins like casting. I guess he doesn't even have to move. He's already here. You can kind of see him in the light. He begins chanting a spell, and he casts the 3-action version of the harm spell. So that is a 30-foot circle centered on him. So it washes over you. It washes over all of his ghouls. I need to make a Fortitude saving throw. This is 8. So you... Actually, no, I don't think you do take a Fortitude saving throw. I think it just happens. No? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, if you try to do it. So basic Fortitude saving throw. So an 18 is a
DC
fail.
20.
Yeah, it's a fail. It's not a critical fail. So you take 8 points of negative damage, Nulara. However, I must point out again, because of the Channel Divinity Amulet you wear, absorbs 5 of that damage, right?
So just 3.
So only 3 of the damage. But for the first time, the energy's so strong, your amulet absorbs 5 of it, and part of it spills out into you. And you just feel your life force being sapped.
Ooh.
And all of his ghouls that are in the area are healed by the wave. The healing energy washes through and heals his allies. And that's his turn. Clovis.
So I can't see anything through the doorway. Is that correct now?
With the position of the light, that and the way Nulara's in the corner, yeah, you're just looking into a dark room. You can hear things in there. There's definitely creatures inside there. You just don't have sight on them.
Can I angle my shield so that they can see through the door?
Not with backing in the corner
Okay.
like that, no.
I'll just take a ray of frost anyways.
Okay, so you are targeting a creature.
Oh.
Yeah. You just ray of frost blindly into like the dark room, and like we can't see it, but you hear the smashing of like a bookshelf as like you destroy a section of books that collapses.
Hey, but you know what? We can use Mukta's emoji.
Yes, I believe we can see that crit fail.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm gonna raise my shield.
Nice.
All right. That's your turn. Hal, you're up next.
Okay. Seeing that Clovis cannot see in the light, I am going to cast the dancing light. And I will pop them out.
Okay.
Hal. Oh, there's that bastard.
Is that all within 10 feet of each other? I see 2. There should be 4. Is there 4? I see 2.
I only see 2, yeah. Okay. So yeah, now you just like just like dancing lights appear, pulsing, and light up the room and light up the library, and you can see the other two now.
And I want to move over to see how Nilara is doing, or step on Mushi. Okay. And then I will move back. That is my turn.
Okay. The ghouls get to go next. This one here comes out. I think actually what it does is it strides like down the hall, and it runs and strides right past you, Nulara. This does trigger a potential opportunity attack for you.
Yes, please.
So you go ahead and take that.
So I tried it. That would be 29.
That's a critical hit.
Whoa!
Crits
Nice.
in chat. That's a crit.
Don't hurt.
Oh.
22 points.
it tries to dash past you, and like it's like, I'm just going for like the easier targets. It's licking its lips like it's gonna chow down on Clovis, right? Because it's looking at Clovis and it's running, and as it comes through, one stab is enough to take it out and you kill it.
Nice. Okay.
Unfortunately, you only have one reaction, and the second one charges right past you as well. And this one does bear down on you, Clovis. And it's used 2 actions to dash there, or sorry, 2 stride actions to get there, and now it is doing a jaw strike on you. You do have your shield raised, so let's see. That is a 21, which I think is just enough to hit you.
Hit.
Okay. Can you make 1 fortitude save for me? So the paralyze effect that digs into you, you're immune to that. And the second effect, this other mysterious second effect, your save is successful and nothing takes them. Alright, that's the ghouls. Nulara.
Okay, so I look at Mukta and Hal. See, please take care of Clovis, and then I go in to where the priest is.
Yep.
I'm gonna stride in there. Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, and then with my trident, I'm gonna. So first action. Yeah, trident. I'm gonna attack him with my trident.
Okay.
That'll be 19 to hit.
19 is just what you need. He barely tries to get out of the way, and you just clip him.
Okay, awesome. So that would be nice. 16 points of damage.
Pretty solid.
And then I'm going to try and. What's the action?
Which action are you thinking of?
I wanna grab, just push him down to the ground, shoving him. I want him to be prone.
So that would be the
remember.
trip action. However, in order to do the trip action, you need to have a free hand or a weapon with the trip trait on it. So your trident, I don't believe allows that.
No.
And
No,
your
but
shield,
mine-
I don't think does it. So the only way you could
That's-
try would be you basically drop your trident and try to I know it's silly because you have legs, and why can't you trip him with a kick? But that's kind of a monk thing, or like a martial arts thing, right? And not like a fighter thing. So you need to have a free hand in order to actually trip someone, unless you have the weapon that facilitates it. So
Super fair.
So
for my
yeah, you can't trip him, I don't believe, unless you're willing to drop your trident as a free action.
No, sir. So for my third action, I'll just raise my shield.
Okay.
That's it for my turn.
Very cool. All right, Mukta.
All right. Hearing Nulara, I'll turn towards Hal. Me and Clovis got this. Don't leave her alone in there. And I drop my short bow.
Okay.
And I stride.
Yep. Flanking this creature, providing it flat-footed.
And in one swift motion, I pull my rapier and strike.
Another crit.
Let's go.
Is it gonna be? I think
miss.
15 is a miss.
Wow.
Well, let's see. Actually, because it's flanked, it hits.
Ooh.
Flat-footed,
All right.
It is flat-footed. Yeah.
Ooh.
Its AC
Can do
would
it.
you would have
Come
missed
on,
with its AC,
Musta.
but the flat-footedness brought its AC down enough. All right, 8 points of damage to this ghoul.
And third action, I'm just going to try to strike it again.
Go ahead. This is at the -5. Oh, actually -4 for you. Is it agile weapon? I think it is. Ooh, that is a hit.
Nice.
14 more points of damage. Mukta, that's enough to finish it off.
Nice.
So I strike once in its abdomen and then once through the back of his head, straight up through. And as I pull my rapier out, I turn towards Hal and I say, "Go, help her."
Nice. Okay, that's a pretty solid turn. Nulara, this cultist, how is wondering how dare you come into our temple and do this, and he's just licking his lips and your flesh
Ew.
will go good for the canker.
Who the hell is this Canker?
I'll show you. And with his Ooh. I guess in this case, he uses his action to step. Nah, screw it. He's just you're there, and he wants your flesh. He's gonna try to bite you with his first action.
Okay.
That is a 29.
Hits. I'm gonna block it.
Okay. So that's gonna be 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Absorb 8 and take 10, right?
I absorb 8 and take 6.
6, yeah, you're right. 6.
Yeah.
Math is fun. And then, like usual, I need 2 fortitude saving throws. The first against the paralyzed.
Okay. Fortitude.
And this, yep.
First one is 16.
16 is a success. You are not. Ooh, wait. Ooh, a 16 against this guy is not a success.
Okay, I'm gonna hero point that.
Yep. So you feel the paralyzing effect start spreading over your body, and you dig in deep and catching that hero point. Please do make it.
I don't want to be your Canker's dinner.
21 is a success.
Hero.
That's enough to push it back
Nice.
out. The hero
Okay.
point pays off. You are not paralyzed. But I do need a
Second one?
second fortitude save
Okay.
against the mystery effect.
Ooh, what is this, Mr.? This is how he prepares me for dinner. 26.
We will not find out because you avoid it.
Awesome.
With his second action, he steps one step back away from you, bites you, tears out some of your flesh, backs away, and then you watch as he pulls a lump of flesh off of his necklace as he watches you, and then he's like, I'll just chase some of your blood. And he immediately shoves this chunk of flesh in his mouth, and he uses the consume flesh action.
Yeah.
And he is going to regain 2d6 hit points. So he gains 7 hit points back from consuming this flesh. So as he consumes the flesh, you watch as some of the wounds you've caused starts accelerating their healing. And that's his turn. Clovis.
So I will move 30 feet to the door.
Okay.
Careful, Clovis. Oh, I can turn to a bear.
So I can see him.
You can.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You watch him like
All right, so with that,
chowing
I'm
down on some
going
flesh.
And I reach out and up into the ceiling. Gonna cast Sudden Bolt.
Ooh.
Going for the big guns.
Ooh, no.
You gotta roll the hit, right? Or
DC 19.
is it an attack? Or is it a save?
No, it's a DC 19.
Okay. Can you put the spell
Damn.
card in chat so I can do the save easier?
$4 to 48 damage.
I know. It's
You
like
roll
two,
all
two,
ones and a
1,
2?
1. Yeah.
4 to 48 damage, you dealt 5. Oh
Oh.
my god. Okay, well, let's make the reflex
Are you
save.
sure?
He gets a success, so he takes half of 5. So, focus, you call down the bolt, but you're not in touch with your rage. You're not remembering what you were taught back in the grove, and the tiniest little, like, static electricity spark juts out from the sky and tickles him for 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
Look back
Brutal.
at Mushi, I'm like shaking my head like,
That was your big gun, too.
Oof.
big guy, I want to take that thing out.
All right,
Good. It was a good turn.
Hal.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. I will move up 25.
Someone calculate the odds of 4 damage or 5 damage on
Right
4
there.
d12. That's ridiculous.
I don't see them, so I move some more. Oh,
Oh, Hal! Hal, why are you here?
Sorry, that one.
and I have to sustain the lights. No, I don't have to sustain the lights.
You could let them drop if you wanted, yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yes, I'm going to let them disappear, and then I will cast Soothe on Nulara at first level.
Is Sue? Did you do 2 strides to get here or 1?
Oh, Soothe is 2 actions. I can only do 1. I want to. That was 20. How much is this? Yeah, I want to get next to Nulara.
Okay.
How's your health?
Then I will do lay on
What's your
hand
health right now? Yeah.
or 1.
Okay. Lay on hands. 12
12
healing to Nulara.
Ooh, thank you.
What does that look like? You step up, and is it like a back massage or what?
No, of course not. I'm fully respectful to my companion
Just like
most of the time.
slaps me in the back.
Mm. Tap her on the shoulder. Don't look. I'm just healing you.
Oh, thanks, Hal.
That is my goal.
Awesome. Thank
All right,
you.
and the dancing lights wink out of existence. The ghouls are all dead, so they're not in initiative anymore. Nulara.
Okay. Rejuvenated. I crack my neck, and then I take a step forward for my first action.
Okay.
And then, inspired by Hal as well, I'm gonna use 2 actions to make a power attack with my trident to this cultist.
Go for it.
Let's go! Ah! That would be 27 a hit.
27 is a hit, but not quite a crit.
Awesome. It's okay. Still out of dice. Oh no!
Again,
What is
with the
up? 3, 1, 1.
3.
10 points
So,
of piercing
yeah.
damage.
Okay, that's still respectable, but not.
Brutal.
Yeah, you like it's just a flesh wound at this point. He does look bloody now.
That's it for my turn.
All right, top of the round, Mukta.
All right. Mukta yells out, "Hey, who turned out the lights?" And I will stride 25 feet into the room. Stride another 25 feet here.
Let's go. Flat-footed.
And with my rapier still out, I will strike at this cankerous cultist.
Go for it. It is flat-footed, thanks to the flanking condition. Dalvin calculated the chances for us in chat. He says it's roughly like 1 in 5,184. Roll that low on the lightning damage, which is pretty crazy.
Amazing.
Wow.
Also, hello Droughsword in chat. Long time no see. Droughsword did a 100-bit cheer, so thank you for that. That's cool.
Oh,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, Drasord.
Oh, awesome.
All right, here we go.
Can you use a hero point? Can you use a hero point for damage?
Woo!
Roll damage?
You cannot, unfortunately.
Go!
Get it?
But that is a
That's
critical
a
hit.
crit.
So,
Let's go!
Put them crits in chat.
All right.
Luca's on fire.
That's 25
Yes.
points of damage.
Mukta, please describe to us how you would like to do this.
So, suddenly finding myself in the dark, I yell out, "Hey, who turned out the lights?" And I stride forward, rush into the room, see Nulara facing off against this horrible cultist. "Not today, you fiend." And I run over, and then as I'm running past, I take my rapier, and I just slice off his head.
Yeah.
And I slide to a stop behind him.
It's
Let's
actually very
go.
impressive to decapitate someone with a rapier, I must say. But you do it in
It's
a crit.
style. It's a crit. It is. You do it with style.
Nice.
Plus, they're already kind of rotting a bit, so
It's not too hard, yeah. And so it collapses, its head like sprawled. It still has like half digested, half chewed meat from its necklace that it was feasting on, that's there. We kind of fade out from that sort of like heightened, intense moment, and you guys are successful in defeating the cultists. Congratulations, you guys. So the thing I know you guys have been waiting for the most, experience.
all right.
So let me just make sure I get all the tokens. It was, let's see, Google. There's one more ghoul missing. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. All right. No.
Oh, that's a ghoul?
No, sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. So, in this case, you guys are going to receive 100 experience,
Oh,
which puts us over the amount we need to level.
Yes.
So, congratulations, we will be leveling at the end of tonight's session, so that's really cool.
nice.
Secondly, like as you kind of come in here, you have more of a chance to see. You can see like this sort of like body on the back of the room. It's just chilling in the corner. Nulara, your shield makes it seem like for a second you think it might just be like another ghoul of some sort. But as you cautiously approach and the light kind of bathes over it, you can see a familiar, large-eyed, pale-skinned, very skinny, gaunt creature. This looks like the kobolds from the earlier level, the ones that you guys were able to break out of jail. But like looking closer, you realize there's no way this is a kobold. You're not sure what it is. It's pale skin and it's large eyes. Whatever this creature is, it matches the description of the creatures you saw up on the second level, and it's completely like chewed away. You can see like bites taken out of its stomach, its skin's flayed, its neck split open, entrails are hanging out of it. Just from the look of this thing, it's very clearly this is turned into a buffet of some sort for these creatures.
Al, it's one of your followers.
I wonder if the dragon is nearby.
Oh.
These poor kobolds. They didn't have a chance.
Oh.
They didn't.
Uh,
Does he have anything on him, Mukta?
I'm not sure. Al, do you mind bringing the lights back up for a moment? I need to go grab my short bow.
So yeah, you can go back and use the lights to get your short bow, no problem.
All right.
So Mukta goes to get the short bow. What are you guys doing in this short downtime? Because you guys are now back in the restricted section, right? There's rows of bookshelves running the length of the entire room. There's shelves tipped over. A lot of like older books. You guys already picked this room pretty clean for the books from early event, so you're not sure if there's any more that you guys are still looking for. But looking at all of the shelves in the room, and the doorways in and out. The double door to the north, right, is the big impressive one leading to the temple, as Borbo told you guys. It's got like a strange feminine shape rising from like a ghost. It's like a ghostly feminine shape rising from a graveyard, carved into the large stone double doors to the north. But there's also 2 doors to the south. One you went through because you guys fought the cultists in there. The other one is the offices where you were told the book lady lives from Borbo. And then there's another door on the far east that you guys have not, as of yet, tried.
I think we should check the other doors before we go through the big one.
Why should we go to the other ones? Why don't we go here? We just got here. I mean, there probably are fine books behind the fine door. That's what I think. I don't want to check these other ones. We should just go straight for the treasure. I mean, go through the big doors.
Well, in my experience, the bigger the treasure, the bigger the opposition to get to it. So we might find the great treasure there. We might also find this Canker that these cultists
Remember
keep
yesterday when we went into this place and we went all over the places and everybody was like worn out and we had to go back into the town? I mean, I say we go through this one first and not worry about that. But if we take care of that, then we got more time to these little ones. It's not so much.
Or we just go back to town for the rest of the day after this one fight.
The door slams and locks behind you. Belcora!
I mean, if that's what the group wants to do, then I'm all right with that too. But I think we should you and Clovis usually need to take some time after a fight to regain your magical energies, yes?
I need to play some music for about the next, I don't know, 7-8 minutes. I should be fine.
Nulara, how are you feeling?
I think she's staring off into space as her teeth start to float a little. I don't know. She went kind of.
She's so hurt, she's speechless, you guys. I think we need to take a minute.
I agree.
I'm trying to get my bearings back a little bit. That cultist literally ate a piece of what I'm assuming is this kobold's flesh. But sorry, I missed a lot of the conversation. I wasn't here. I dissociated. I'm sorry.
That is okay. Agree with me, and I will hear you one more time.
Sure.
I'll just Clovis will come over and give her 2 good berries.
Oh, I love
And then I
these.
can
That's very
refocus
nice.
With you, Helen.
See, Hal, you're fitting into the role of mayor quite well.
So it should be, you should do the 2d6. Wouldn't it be 2d6 plus 8?
So 13?
Yes, plus 8.
So 13, okay. And then that 5 healing that you put earlier, was that a mistake, or was that an actual healing spell you did too? Clovis.
I am back
No,
to full.
I hit the good berry twice.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah, so you
good.
hand 2 good berries out. You can heal 13 hit points, feel better. And then is this going to be transitioning into Hal and Clovis doing refocusing activity to get their what do you call it? The focus
would
points
like to.
back.
And my focus.
Drow sword redeemed a stretch. Tell me I got to stretch, which is not a bad idea. Oh, cracking all my knuckles. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for that redemption.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and spend like the next 10 minutes or so. Hal's diddling with his like banjo, or what do you call it? A virtuoso instrument of some sort.
Banjo, how dare you?
The banjo.
And like Clovis is here trying to get into touch with what little like natural kind of spirits are in the air to get his refocusing back. And so you guys can go ahead and spend the next 10 minutes refocusing and getting a focus point back. And then for like Nulara and Mukta, that gives you guys 10 minutes of, time to do whatever you want. What would you guys like to do for 10 minutes, or just stand watch, or what?
Is there any more of Morlibint's books that I can grab?
You want to take a look?
Yes, please.
All right, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You guys have cleaned this
Perception.
out pretty good, but you're able to spend. You know you guys got a couple of bulk from here at least, but there's always a potential. There's more. It's a really big room.
Wah, wah, wah.
You give this. You spend the whole 10 minutes looking for any book whatsoever that could possibly like. You're convinced 100% that there's no other books in this room. That
Does this look like a book for Morlibin, Mukta? It has pictures on it. I just can't understand what's in.
I think that's how to raise your baby ghoul. That's what
Oh.
it says in Undercommon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the restricted section, which does have a lot of interesting books on necromancy and things like that. Nothing seems. It all seems too dark for Morley Bent, and none of the topics he's interested in.
So your baby ghoul is teething. I don't think Morley Bent is interested in that book.
Did you want to look for books too, or did you want to do anything else, Mukta?
I actually would like to go to all the doors that we have not gone through yet. So the office, the one to the east, and the big doors. And I just want to kind of press my ear against each to see what I can hear.
Sure. Just give me one perception check, and I'll kind of roll what you hear into it.
All right.
Kind of going around from each door to the bottom. Oh. So thank you for making it a secret perception check, but you go around each door one by one. You kind of put your ear to it, listen. Every single door is like dead quiet, and you strain as hard as you can to see if there's anything. But like, you know, every door, like this one down here, this one over here, the one I just opened accidentally, this one over here on the east, and even the double doors to the north, they are all dead silent. Maybe, just maybe, you successfully defeated the last of the cultists.
I think we're in the clear. No, can't hear anything. And then I'll just go and look over this dead kobold.
Yeah. So you're like kind of going over the body, and around this time that like we're kind of ending with the refocusing and stuff. At this point, because we're about halfway through our session, let's go into our break. It is currently 8:25 p.m. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna come back at 8:35, and see about finishing out the rest of the session and see what else is down here. Congratulations, you guys, on winning the fight and getting enough experience to level. That was pretty good.
So level 4 after the break, right? When we get back.
Level 4 when you guys take your. They don't call it a long rest. What do they call it? Rest for the night.
Refocus.
A restful night.
I forget there's an action that's like resting for the night, and I forget what it's called. It's not called long rest.
Rest for the night. That is correct.
Maybe rest for the night. Okay. So just a friendly reminder for anyone here in chat or anything like that. If you have Twitch Prime subscriptions, go ahead and send it our way. We do have the ability to take those with our affiliate status, so that is cool. If you're enjoying this and you have a Twitch Prime subscription, just send it our way. We'd love that. Other than that, we're going to be back in 10 minutes. Don't forget, 10,000 hero points towards our one-shot is the goal. So if you're sitting on some points, don't give rerolls to some of the players. Give them to me as the DM so I can do cool content. Otherwise, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. See you at 8:35.
Woo!
And welcome back from break. So one thing I wanted to bring up that I kind of struggle with is awarding hero points during the session. So I know you're supposed to reward about like 1 or so per hour if there's cool stuff. I was going to reward one to Mukta for getting so many awesome crits and running around the battlefield. I think you killed almost every ghoul in that fight.
Pretty close.
It was pretty close, if not all of them. I was going to give you a hero point, but during the break, you got a hero point donated from the community, so Mukta got a hero point back. So what I'll do is, you get the community hero point, I'm going to award 1 hero point for the for Nulara and for your like charging in to battle to confront the enemy by yourself, having your friends, throwing caution on the wind and charging at the enemy into a room that could have been a dangerous situation for you.
Yep.
I know.
And
I
Nulara
almost
did drop
regretted it.
one of them with her reaction.
That's right. That was some reaction. So also during
You saved me.
Yep, and also during the break, Drow Sword did 2 things that was awesome. 1, subscribed with subscription to our channel on Twitch, so that's awesome. Thank you for the subscription. Woo! But more than that, he took the #1 spot in the donation, the cheering section, and he is now the leader of the cheers with 5,000 bits cheered to our channel, and
Damn.
he's really enjoying it. Yeah,
Nice.
so
Thank you.
that is really awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Drow Sword,
Thank you, man.
He's found love for us, and it's all for you, and he's singing songs. So he's inspired by Hell Harmony. So as we come back from break, Nulara is getting a hero point back. Mukta is getting a hero point back. And I think that about sums it up. So we come back in, right? The heroes are currently refocusing, focused inward. Nulara is like looking for books and unable to find any that matches what Morley wants. Mukta is listening intently at every single door, from door to door, just to make sure that there's no danger coming. And like Mukta gets up towards like the door, the double doors last, and he's listening. And breathes a sigh of relief as he kind of turns around and starts walking back towards Nulara and just being like, nope, looks like it's all good, right? And the camera kind of pans over from them, and we see like down on the south, and Clovis have both successfully refocused and got a focus point back. Sorry. So I think that leaves Clovis back up to full. I think you're 1 down. Is that right for Hal? If I remember how your hero points or your focus points work. Too many points in this
That
game.
is either full or 1 down. I don't know. I was looking at Lay on Hands.
Yeah, because Lay in Hands was a hero point, and then Lingering Composition was also a focus point, right? I said hero point so many times. Focus points. So I think you cash out 2 and you can refocus 1.
That means you get a hero point there, Rick.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We need a reward.
It's
just to
done.
Focus points to the heroes instead of hero points. So in that moment, you guys refocus. You get your focus point back. You're kind of gathering your stuff. Turn your attention. Mook just turning around from the door, like, guys, I think everything's okay. Like, how would Mook just say that?
All clear. We're good. There's absolutely nothing on the other side of any of these doors.
And like over his shoulder, you see the door, the giant double doors, like as he's talking close to the camera. And right behind the doors, one of the double doors open, and you see someone standing there. So,
Are you sure
Hell
about
is
that,
that?
Mukta?
so right over the corner, you
Is that a
see.
ghost?
Yeah, so you see what is standing there. It's a more feminine shape than you're used to. A little taller, very thin, wispy hair. It's this woman, the one presumably that Borbo told you about, who is standing there, robes from head to toe, long flowing behind her. She's holding this like large staff full of like bones collected at the end. It has skulls mounted to it. She has the necklace with the flesh as usual. And she sticks her head out the door and is like glowering at the group from the doorway as she kind of says, she like kind of looks and sees all the dead bodies, and she says, so you are the ones who have caused all the commotion.
Are you the Canker?
Literally like reels back like she's offended or confused and just like, Am I the Canker? Child, do you not know what the Canker is? Has nobody taken the time to truly explain it to you?
I asked the guy earlier.
I do apologize. My subordinates are very useful in some things and very pointless in others. Please allow me to explain. Come. And then she like motions for you to come with her, and she opens the other double door, and you can see like a large chamber behind her, and she kind of motions you guys to come with her.
I have my shield up.
Uh-huh.
100% certain there's nothing beyond these doors.
I'll just look from the doorway.
So you from the doorway, you can see. You're probably the only one that can see. And you know, she kind of glides back. The light kind of goes far enough in that I think everyone else, it doesn't quite reach the end of the room. But what you see is several display cases kind of in the front of the room. I think most people can see this. But on the far north end of the room, there is a large, hideous, towering figure of a woman. Like, I'm talking like probably like 12 feet tall, huge, like a statue, an effigy of some sort. And as your eyes try to focus, Nulara, you can see through the darkness, this statue is covered in patchwork, like parts of skin flayed and stitched together as if to cover the statue. Just hundreds of smaller pieces of flesh constantly sewn in this large patchwork creature of some sort. And even from the doorway, you can smell the stench of the rotting flesh, and it's kind of a lot. And Naza Karin looks at you and like motions back at the statue that you can see. She recognizes, like, I'm not sure if you can see properly, or especially maybe not your friends. Maybe just bathe it in light so they can see a little easier. And she takes a few more steps closer.
Oh, what is that awful smell?
The kobolds, probably. The dead ones.
What?
And then I yell out, you know, I know of one who finds all of this offensive. Then I just take one step into the door.
Mm-hmm. And just now, when you take that one step, now you can kind of see at the end of the room, guys, the bit of the light kind of just going over the edge and showing you this statue. And so as she points at this, she smiles and she says, This is the Canker.
Not very impressive.
Turns, narrowed eyes, as she kind of like looks you up and down. She says, well, you've dispatched all of my allies, so surely you are capable. Surely your flesh must be worthy. How about we do this the easy way? You join me, and together we can grow the Canker. A vessel for her return.
A chorus?
She like literally growls when you say that. She says, "How dare you speak her name?"
I'm just trying to clarify a lot of things that you leave vague.
To you, and like sharp teeth starts bared. So like as Nulara and this are doing, like behind you guys are all kind of in this room watching this, looking eyes at each other, like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? What are you guys doing in this moment?
There's nowhere really to. I guess I would go behind this book, start to go behind this bookcase.
Yep, just slowly slipping away. Okay. Anyone else doing anything particularly of note?
I'm drumming my lute, getting ready to play the battle music.
Yeah, you can feel the tide kind of turning. And so, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no. Good.
I was gonna say, as she's looking over this and she's like narrowing at you, she's telling you, how dare you speak her name. The rest of you guys behind her kind of getting in battle position, and she watches you guys. She recognizes all this, and she says, if you will not join the Canker willingly, then I will take your flesh. And she like amplifies those words as she's like, you feel the intensity of her words wash over you as we're now definitely rolling initiative. And in this case, she is rolling her intimidation as her initiative check.
Ooh.
But she rolled a 3, so it's not great. Still plus 14.
Damn.
Is this bookcase enough for me to kind of hide behind?
Yes, so it's definitely enough. It's kind of sparse because there's books that go, ooh, I hear a natural 20. There is like books and sparse, so you can kind of look through a little bit, but it is enough to kind of break cover and give you some leeway. You can see, they're low enough. I mean, they're basically, I put them so you can see through the bookshelves, but you can't move through the bookshelves. So I imagine you can see through like pockets here and there, but it is absolutely a good sort of hiding spot for you.
I rolled an 18, but I had to re-roll it, so.
Okay. I think one thing you can do, does it work? No, it does not. So yeah, 18?
Yes.
Okay. So, as she roars to life, surprised to no one that there's a battle commencing, her intimidation was not enough. The only person that really got like caught off guard here is Clovis. So, Nulara, what would you like to do?
Up until this point, Nulara never really thought much about the reason why Pharasma brought her back.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing the towering statue of the Canker filled with a bunch of decaying skin, this actually gets her a little bit upset. So she's going to take a step with her trident in hand, look at her, and then kind of just like I don't know how you explain it, but try to intimidate her back or just raise an eyebrow because she failed her intimidation.
Uh-huh.
And then with a power attack, hit her with my trident.
Go for it.
If you die, please tell Pharasma that I sent you. 21.
21 is exactly what you need to hit.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
That's a power attack.
And it's a power attack. Go for it. Also, big news. That guy just pushed us over the goal line. We have now hit the 10K for the Battle Royale one shot. So thank you, community.
Let's go.
You're awesome.
Thank you,
information.
that guy.
Yeah, more information
Not
coming.
only that guy. And hey. Happy birthday, that guy.
That is true. It is that guy's birthday today. So
Happy birthday.
21 points of damage as you tear into Nakazarin. Very awesome.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Hal.
Okay, we'll go ahead and use Lingering Composition with Inspire Courage.
Let's do it.
Cast it.
Make that performance check.
4 months.
That's a success. Nice. Why? I think it's like one off a crit.
It is.
Okay, very good. So everyone gets it for 3 rounds.
And for my, I want to take 2 actions and cast a spell.
Okay,
I want to use Electric Arc on this lady.
go for it.
It is a DC 19 reflex.
Pop it in chat so I can click the button. Nakazarin. Oops, wait. Can I do it?
She dies. Thank you very much.
Am I lag?
What's happening?
Oh, I don't know why the button wasn't working in chat, but that's fine.
No!
Oh, Nakazarin gets a natural 20 for a total of 32, and I think that means it's a basic save, right? Yeah, so she takes 0 damage. The lightning rips past her into the room behind. Unfortunately, does not hit.
I don't want to see any crits in chat.
I know I was gonna ask, like,
Crits in chat for the DM.
for you, Steve.
Okay, Mukta.
All right.
There's my crit. Thank you.
So I can't. Can I see her through the bookshelf or no?
You can see her through the bookshelf. I mean, you're hidden, right? But like, there is bits, so you can peek through and have eyesight on her. Yeah. If you try to shoot through the bookshelf, she's gonna have extra cover.
All right. I will stride then.
Okay.
Let's go here.
Okay.
All right, and then I will fire.
Let's go. Yes, you
Draw
are.
my short bow in one motion.
Okay.
And
Ooh!
That
Love to see it.
That is a hit. Roll that damage. I don't think you had. She wasn't flat-footed, right?
she is because
Oh,
I
you
go
acted before her
in combat.
You
Yes.
are right. Thank you for that
Nice.
correction. So she takes 8 points of damage from your arrow.
And then my third action, I will step.
Okay. Yeah, now you're in position to like hide and peek around the corner. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Naka's are in. You guys, your initial ambush has like done quite a bit of damage to her, and she finds herself sort of like overwhelmed. I think the first thing she does is chant a little words under her breath, and you watch as from the top of her head to the bottom, a shimmering sort of blue glow covers her, and she casts shield for one action. It is a verbal only, so it doesn't trigger any sort of opportunity attack because there's no somatic or material components.
Okay.
Secondly, she lashes out with one of her. She lashes out. She's got the sort of staff, and she uses it to sort of like hit, and comes in with a bite attack on you.
Steve.
I do see that in chat, so we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. All right.
So her. Oh my God, she rolled a 2. That's a 16.
Distracted her with my.
Right. So Dalvin's calling it out correct in chat because she was flat-footed, and you rolled a 29 to hit. That takes it to 31. The question is, am I merciful or not? Because technically your attack went through Nulara, and she would have a +1 status bonus, and it should be just enough to not cause it a crit. I think. Droughtsword can tell me if I'm wrong on that one, because technically she had +1 status bonus for shooting for an ally.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
So I think it's not quite enough for a crit.
All right.
And then for her third action, she is going to. She's so, like, this is so sad. Like, everything she does just doesn't work, right? It's like, Jesus.
It's because she failed her sales pitch.
Yeah. I think she then she turns back and she looks at the Canker, and she just goes for it. She just makes a break for the statue. You do your stride. So that does trigger an opportunity attack for you.
Yes, please. So that would be 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Okay, and she will take. Ooh, oh wait, sorry. I'll re-roll that.
What was wrong with that roll?
It had power attack on it.
Oh, that was power attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
power attack was toggled.
Let's get rid of that and re-roll it.
Yeah, so 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points of piercing damage. Okay, still respectable. And so she runs back and she kind of sets herself at the base of the statue and is like looking, like puts her back to the statue and is holding up her staff looking at you guys. But that is her turn. Clovis.
Clovis is going to move up. I think.
Oh, hey, Clovis.
Is she within 30 feet? Maybe I need to move up another square.
She's 35 feet right there.
I am going to vomit a swarm of bugs at it.
And the range on that was 30 feet?
Feet cone?
Okay.
I believe is what it is.
I think you might need one more square, but we'll see.
My computer's really lagging, so sorry. I've moved my guy like 3 times, so
Alright, here.
hope you move up.
Yeah, so like this is the 30-foot cone that I'm placing there. So you're gonna want to scoot up one more
Move
square.
him up 5.
Yeah, I'll move you up one more square, that's fine.
Yeah. Can you move me?
Yep. So you scoot a little closer and you vomit. You vomit, and she gets covered in bugs. So that's a basic reflex save for her. Let's see if she can get another Oh, she does!
Oh,
Another
my
natural 20 crits in chat.
Wow.
For Nakazarin, the boss of the Cult of the Canker. She takes no damage from your vomit swarm.
He's a good defender.
She was born in the darkness. Your bug darkness does nothing to her. Although I do apologize.
So
I do apologize. That was the second level spell that you spent with like terrible results, Clovis. But it is what it is.
yeah. Oh.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
it's okay.
Top of the second round of combat, New Lara.
Okay, 2 actions just to get to her, because my movement speed's only.
She had 30-foot
25.
movement. Yeah, you're a little slower, so you gotta like take 2 actions to get to her.
And then attacking her again with my trident.
Okay. Make that roll.
Why is she right next to the Canker is my question.
I mean, Richard's
Actually,
guess is
she'll heal there.
she's gonna eat some of the cake.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right behind her and then push her
More power.
further, like shove her off.
Oh, so you're gonna run
Like
back.
shove her
and just-
back, yeah.
I think, unfortunately, this is the same trouble we have with the trip action, is that you need certain weapons that'll facilitate this, or an empty hand. But I will, as a merciful DM, allow you to do it with your shield. I think it makes relevant sense that your shield can be up
'cause-
and like kind of like an unarmed sort of thing.
Because I also have like aggressive block, so I mean like if
It kind of fits.
I can
right?
aggressively block. Okay, so yeah.
I think technically you aren't allowed to do this action, but I will 100% let you do it. You are, shield master extreme, so go for it.
Okay.
And
so,
shield is a weapon in the stats, and it might have the shove trait. I don't know. So you're gonna make an
I'm gonna have
athletics
them.
check
Come on.
against her. What is it? Let's see.
Fortitude. Let me help you look it up.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we haven't done that many of them. Is it called shove?
Fortitude, yeah, against her target's fortitude DC.
Yeah. Athletics against target's fortitude DC. So her fortitude DC is gonna be a 25.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Make that roll.
Okay, I have a plus 11, so I need a 14 higher. Come on.
Drowser
Let's
just
go.
gifted 2 subs in chat.
Oh, son of a
I mean, you
bitch.
have a hero point if you want to dig in.
Let's do it.
Catching that hero point, re-roll that shove attack, get her away from that
14 or
canker.
higher.
Oh, not quite there.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So
that's
you
it for my
try, you lean into her, and something about her has the heaviest sort of strength.
I know.
She's got a frail body, but she's got some strength to her, and she just you shove in here with all your might, and she goes nowhere, and she just looks at you and kind of grins. She knows.
For
she has
someone
you
with
right.
such wispy ass hair, you're just very heavy.
100%.
Boo.
All right, Hal.
Okay, so I realized since last turn I was supposed to sustain this. I will cast it again.
Oh,
as
the
it
dancing
likes.
lights.
Yeah. Moves them.
New Lara is glowing, but if you want to add more light to the situation.
Yep.
And my shield,
So
I
I'll take
think,
one
is
action to do
worth
that.
more.
Then I will stride forward. So I get to there, yes. Maybe. Oh, yes. Another action, and then I will do. I think I will move over, stride some more, and that will be my turn.
Very cool.
There we go.
Mukta.
All right. Well, I can't really see anything. So this turn I will hide.
Yep.
First.
Make that stealth check against her passive perception. 25. Okay.
All right, and then I will do the kind of thing where I'm shooting around the corner.
Yep. Absolutely. You shoot around the corner. She is flat-footed. You did beat her passive perception.
All right.
So she is
Just
flat-footed.
don't
to this
shoot
attack.
Clovis.
No!
Ugh.
17 is going to be a miss. Yeah, it's a miss even with the flat-footed condition.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Let's
right.
go!
Cash in that hero point. Let's go.
Let's go, hero point.
Do it.
Yes.
That is a hit.
All right. Oh, terrible damage.
That is pretty terrible damage. 4 points of damage. She takes it.
We're rolling low on our damages tonight.
And I will third action, seeing the situation, drop my short bow
Uh-huh.
and run on all fours
To
towards
get
her.
there. Okay. So, first thing she does is she takes her jaws and she reaches out to bite you, New Lara.
Oh.
Would she? Yeah. So she goes to bite you, New Lara. So this is gonna be a jaw strike.
Okay.
Oh my god, a 2 again! Are you kidding me? Someone gift a reroll to the DM or the GM, please, because this is ridiculous. So she bites at you again. You get your shield like kind of between you. She's unable to do it. She was really banking on this working, and it didn't. So her second. So she has no choice. So then she goes, and she like looks at the statue that you tried to push her away from, and Richard in the background's going, I knew it. She like reaches out to this like sewn flesh, and she like tears a whole like sheet of like flesh that rips off the stitches like a curtain rod, like pulling a shower curtain, yanks it off so it's like hanging free, and somehow in one smooth motion devours
Would
part
that
of
be
this flesh.
considered a manipulate?
It is a
action?
manipulate action, which is just why she was hoping to paralyze you. So
Oh.
this is her consume masterpiece ability.
Okay, manipulate.
So it does trigger you to hit her.
Okay.
Mukta yells, isn't that a bit sacrilegious?
19 does not hit.
Yeah, she has her shield up now.
No, her shield went away at the start of her turn, but her AC is high enough. So she heals 12. So she gets 12 back from consuming the flesh, and the flesh invigorates her, gives her the quickened 1 condition, which means she gets 1 action back on this turn. So she used 1 action to strike, 1 action to eat, and she gets 1 action back that she can only use to strike or cast a spell. In this case, she has 2 more actions. She's gonna cast a spell. So as like you guys are all charging at her, and New Lara's like kind of pinned here, she does cast Sound Burst. So she places it here. She's got to pick a corner. So she places it here in the middle of Mukta, Clovis, and Hal. Reaches out, and right in between all of you, there's a loud, deafening crack as like sonic energy explodes outward. This is also a manipulate action, but you've already spent your reaction to attack. So I need Mukta, Clovis, and Hal to make fortitude saving throws. 10 damage. 10's not gonna count that. Ooh. Clovis makes it. Mukta fails. Hal almost critically succeed. So, 10 damage. Clovis and Hal, you guys each take 5 sonic damage from the blast. And then Mukta, you take the 10 full damage. You are deafened for 1 round. While you are deafened, you cannot benefit from auditory things. You cannot benefit from Inspire Courage while you're deafened.
Oh.
All right.
Because you cannot hear the music. The whole, like, there's like that loud pitch ringing in your ear. The whole world goes silent around you. You lose a bit of the inspiration. Feel a little bit more alone than you did before. Overall, though, I guess you guys got away with decent, because she keeps rolling 2s on her attacks. That's all of her actions. Clovis.
I'm going to stride up here next to her, and I am going to do hydraulic push.
Okay. So that is a it's an attack roll. 16 is gonna miss.
0 point?
Yeah, let's do a hero point.
Let's
Hero
go.
point. Cash it in. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, hero.
Oh my God, Clovis! Tonight is not your night.
Change your dice.
Petition. Yeah. First of all, you need to change your
I
dice.
think Clovis woke up a little early.
Secondly, petition
Too
to
early.
change it to Clovis fail
Should have sucked
instead
in.
of Mukta fail. So the attack roll misses.
Yeah.
I think you blasted at her. She puts her like staff down. It hits the edge of her staff and just like parts around her. The water like sprays all over like the Canker statue. The like blood and like gore and the rotten meat is now mixing with the like water and dripping on Nulara's head. And not because of Ren's too. All right, Nulara, it's your turn.
Okay. Power attacking her with my trident.
Go for it.
So
She didn't
that
get a
would
chance.
be-
She actually didn't get a chance to put her shield up.
Oh, a natural 1.
Crit fails in
Oh
chat.
boy. I know.
Hydrate.
Terrible rolls all
Hydrate
around.
for you, Dresser.
So it's not a round.
Okay, 2
third-
actions.
Yeah. Third action, I'm gonna raise my shield.
She's not the only one failing tonight. Because she's got 2 2s in a row, right?
Yeah.
All right. Power attack goes wide. Maybe what happens is you go to do the strong attack. She's open. You go to attack, and then you get blasted by like a gush of water from Clovis that knocks you off kilter.
It's okay.
Hal.
All right, I will sustain the lights, and then I will do electric arc one more time.
All right,
go
let's see.
now.
3 natural 20s in a row. She rolls natural 20s on her deck saves or reflex saves. Let's see. Save time. She does not succeed. That is a fail. She's going to take the damage. All right, 9 points of lightning or electric damage. What kind of damage is it?
Electric damage.
Electric damage, is that what they call it?
Yep.
Yep, electricity damage. Okay. Like it zaps through her. She can deflect the water and Nulara's blade, or sorry, trident, but not Hal's electric arc.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. That brings us back around to her turn.
I got skipped.
Oh, good
Yeah.
point. Yep, sorry. Mukta, your turn. Good call.
I didn't crit fail. I'm not stunned.
Scared of you.
No, yeah, you're not stunned.
No, she is scared of you.
I will stride
Oh,
up
that's
Yeah,
true.
here.
You'd be stunned if you crit failed the sound barrage.
Yes. Stand
Yeah.
up here and I'll yell out, "Don't worry, Nulara! We've got this!"
Why
I
are
can't
you
hear you.
yelling?
Yeah.
Why are you whispering? I can't hear you!
What?
Nice. Bring
And,
it on. She's flat-footed.
I, once again, with that same swift motion, draw my rapier out and try to strike her.
I don't think the deafened ability affects you. You just take perception check. Yep, nope, you're good.
All right.
A 19 is just enough to hit with her flat-footed.
Woo!
And without her
Let's
shield up.
go.
It's exactly what you need.
Oh,
Wow. Still bad damage.
Still bad damage. So she's still standing. She's really, really hurt, guys, but she's standing.
All right. Second action, strike again.
let's go.
That's true. Go for it. The -5 penalty this time.
Ooh. Oh,
Wait.
A 19.
19?
That is a hit.
hit. Yes.
That's a hit, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
it is. Even with the -5 because she's flat-footed.
Let's go. Yes.
11.
Better.
She's still up. She's so
Ah. That's-
weakened, but she's still up.
That's all that's my turn.
Oh man. Okay. So she's tried twice to hit Nulara unsuccessfully. So I think she takes okay. She takes the step action to step carefully away from Nulara because she knows for sure that Nulara's got battle capabilities, and she rounds on you, Mukta. And you watch as like her claw attack comes in, and there's a flashback in your mind to like a week before, and you're up on the surface, and there's this weird, creepy doll named Mr. Beak that's reaching out with a infused touch to like steal your necrotic energy, and this thing almost killed you last time. And there's like a superimposed image of Mr. Beak and Nakazarin as her hand is glowing, and she's doing the same move on you. She's using Vampiric Touch on Mukta. I need you to make a Fortitude saving throw.
All right.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
That's a success.
Oh.
You take half damage. That is much better.
Good job, Mukta.
Oh, those are
Ones and
terrible
twos.
rolls too.
Yes.
What is it tonight with all the terrible damage rolls? Okay, 11 damage. You take half, so you take 5 necrotic energy, and she
Alright.
gets 5 temporary hit points.
This is pretty much like the Pathfinder equivalent of a slap fight.
A little bit.
I know. It's like,
Man, that was a really clutch save there. I mean, terrible damage roll on her part, but really clutch save. But that's all of her turn. That's all 3 actions. Clovis.
let's go.
Can someone please kill her, please? Her breath is terrible.
This is gonna move right next to
You're
her.
really quiet, Mike. I can barely hear you.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I am going to turn into a bear.
Whoa.
All right. So Clovis, did you
Clovis
stride?
bear.
You strode too, right?
Yeah.
So stride and then
Should be right next to her.
yep, you move next to her and then you shapeshift into a bear. Okay, that's your turn. So Clovis, you watch as the like thin elven form turns into a slightly buffer bear form. Very cool, very nice. Nulara, it's your turn.
So I'm going to move.
God, you didn't use shield again. That was probably dumb on my part.
Okay, first action, striding.
Yep.
Right here. And then I am going to another power attack with my trident.
Go for it.
She's flat-footed,
flat-footed?
yeah.
She is flat-footed.
Come on. 27. Oh,
Nice.
I'm too short.
27,
from a crit.
19. It's not a crit, you're right. But
Yeah.
it is a hit.
And it's a power attack, so that would be okay.
Seems like you're...
15.
Did your... I guess, should your Inspire Courage have gone off by now?
It expired already.
Expired, yeah. It was
You
already
gotta-
3 rounds.
3. But like... I feel like it... Okay, I feel like it should have one more round on it, but maybe not. I know we're on the 4th round and Hal cast it in the 1st round, but he cast it after you took your first turn. So shouldn't you get 3 full turns with it?
You think, mate, does it expire on my turn?
So,
I'm not sure. Either way, 15 points of damage.
Yes, sir. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, yeah, she's still up. Hal.
Okay, I think I will let the lights drop since they are surrounding her.
Uh-huh.
And Nulara has the shield, so
Yeah,
I don't
I-
want to sustain.
Okay.
Now, were you saying that is an action to makes them go away? Is that correct?
No. So like your spell, if you don't sustain them, they go away on their own. That's different than effects that you can end as an action. There's an actual action that's like called I forget exactly what it's called, but that's not what this is. This is just not sustaining. Dismiss, thank you, Delvin.
There we go. And then I will say, let's inspire some more courage for everybody, because that's what I do. Come on. You guys got it. Just beat it.
I'm gonna yell at Mukta.
Just beat it.
He said to just beat it.
18 is exactly the minimum you need for a success.
What?
That is.
Beat it!
No.
You're
3
definitely
rounds.
lasted 1 round with this, so you can
Clovis
actually
the bear
hear,
starts
but-
hitting his chest.
But it's still hard. It's still like just barely coming through with the
Yeah.
high pitch kind of noise in your ear, right?
Mhm.
And then I will cast Electric Arc,
Okay.
Part 2.
Come on, another natural 20.
God,
Another
yeah.
2.
22. It's a success, but not a critical success. So that's 7 plus 1 more because you're inspired courage, right?
If it isn't in there already, that is correct.
8 rounds
This-
on the inspired courage, correct?
It should be 3
I just
rounds. Yeah.
kept 3 rounds.
Yeah. The spells don't add the damage yet. All right. Hal, describe how you end
Woo!
Nakazarin,
Hey.
the leader
Let's
of the
go!
cult of the Canker.
So when I say just beat it, then I say, I take my lute out and I start playing, do 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 do, and then I shock him with some lightning.
Yes.
Twitch, don't copyright strike us.
Nice.
That was performance. Thank you.
And in that moment, right, Nakazarin is like, "Arr!" drops, dies at your feet, lying there, slightly charred skin. Her poor flesh will never rejoin the Canker. And
I mean, we can put her up there if we want.
you absolutely could put her up there. And as she does, she falls down, the staff at her like hand. She hits the ground, it clatters out, tumbles at your feet, Mukta, because she was just trying to like touch you right before she died. And you look around, and the silence is taken back over, and the cult is no more, or at least the head of the cult has been severed, guys. You've done it. Now,
How is everybody feeling?
Let's
I
award experience. She alone is worth 80 experience.
Ooh.
She was a creature level 5, so that's 80 experience for you guys. Not bad.
So 110.
We were, I think, more than that, right?
should be at the 955.
Yeah.
Okay, so like 155 over.
That's how. So we
Yeah.
had 75 plus 80 on our for level 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, so as like the dancing lights zip out, how you do your
that
routine detect
115?
magic? There's definitely magic in this room. And
Okay, there's magic.
115.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take that staff, sir, Clovis, and walk to the other side of the room so I can tell you if that is magic or no.
And as he drifts out of the like distance, like the magic feeling that you get goes away. So the staff is definitely magical.
Okay, that is staff is for you. I think it is definitely magic. You want me to take a look at it and determine if it is magic or no?
You can make an Arcana, Occultism, some sort of either Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion check. Hal.
I'd say occultism is what I'm good at.
Yep, that's your forte. Then make that roll.
but not so much today.
Not so much today.
It is
Anyone
magic,
else?
but I don't know what it does.
If anyone else wants to take a look at it to figure out what it does in the moment, otherwise we'll have to go back to town and see what this thing does.
I'd actually like to take a look at this Canker statue.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're not worried about the staff so much. Yeah, so looking at this giant thing, it's got to be at least 15 foot. It's still dripping water a little bit from like the hydraulic press that Clovis did, and the stink is definitely emanating from this flesh. But I would say, looking at it, they have gotten approximately 75% of the statue covered in bits of flesh. And you look closer, and it's a patchwork of all kinds of different colors, sizes, shapes. Some are very clearly like animal skin. Others, like a large majority of this, looks to be like a kobold skin, or the creatures that you assume are kobolds, that pale kind of white skin. And other bits of flesh just seem to be very much like pale, kind of purplish drow color, and, you know, a big mismatch of different skins, all consuming this large 15-foot tall feminine shape.
Would I recognize the shape as similar to how... Wait, I haven't seen Balcora, because her face was scratched in that painting, no?
Her face was scratched in the painting, or was it? You've seen.
Oh wait, no, it's Volok. It's Volok's face.
Volok's face was the one scratched. You have seen some renditions of like a feminine shape. The kobolds had a little shrine with like the kind of like
the mud shrine.
Like, yeah, it was like a little mud shrine kind of thing set up, and it had like this feminine kind of like figure as well. I think, you know, you look at it, it very much could be a rendition of Balcora.
So I looked to the rest of the party. Recently, I've been getting really into more of I don't know, the higher powers that be. And this is very offensive to Pharasma. If you guys don't mind taking a moment, I would love to burn this.
I will help you if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
I was going to suggest the same thing, actually.
And cheer you on.
Why don't we put our friend here? She wanted to be part of this thing so much. I think we should oblige her. Why don't we put her against it and burn it all together?
Don't forget to check the pockets.
Before we do that, I'm going to rifle through her pockets.
Yeah, she doesn't look to have a lot in terms of valuables. They don't have a lot of like treasure and trinkets and stuff. So the only thing she had of value on her was the staff. Speaking of which, who wants the staff? Whose character sheet should I add it to?
Either Clovis or Hal, I'd assume. I think
it takes two hands. I don't have two hands. Probably Clovis.
I'll hand it to Clovis for now.
Clovis will go ahead and take it then, if it's magic. We just don't know what it is yet, right? Before we go to town.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, you can take a chance to look at it. You haven't actually tried to look at it yet, Clovis. So you can make a, religion, arcana, occultism, or what was the last one? Either arcana, nature, occultism, or religion check to identify the magical behind this. And so you start looking at the statue in terms of like how are you going to like burn it, right? Because it's literally looks to be mostly made out of pure stone. Yeah, Clovis, you have no idea what
look
it
at
does.
that.
And the flesh is like stitched on. The flesh is like rotten and dried out, and you think that with enough like tinder and enough like time to give it proper burning, you might be able to burn the flesh off, but the stone below looks like it's going to be harder to burn. And you do notice that like parts of the statue that are not even covered yet, they're kind of reinforced, and it looks like they've taken bits of bone and kind of made like a bone mosaic layer over the stone. So like the stone becomes like the skeleton, and then the bone flesh kind of wraps around it, and then the flesh layers another layer on top of that. So you might be able to burn this, but it does not look like an easy task. It would take some time, and it would probably leave the stone beneath standing.
I think we at least want to get the flesh off of it.
Yeah. There's also very terrible ventilation down here, so if you were to start a fire, it'd very quickly, like, smoke you guys out.
As we leave.
Yeah, no, as you leave, for sure. 100%.
And then
Ooh,
Mukta is going
that's badass.
to also check these display cases.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The display cases look... Let me just double check. I don't think there's anything...
You can turn it back to a bear and eat all of it.
Just eat it.
The bear is very hungry.
What did I say? Don't eat anything.
That's right. Forgot.
Could have eaten the wispy-haired lady, Clovis.
Yeah, so it looks like long ago these display cases probably held some important ritualistic artifacts to this group. Presumably they were not always, the cult of the Canker. And there's evidence in this room that this sort of temple might have been dedicated to something else. And over time, anything relating to the old purpose of this room has been shattered, destroyed, repurposed into this idea of building the Canker. So, like, the only thing you really find in these display cases are bits of, like, prepared sheets of flesh that are ready to be sewn on. But they look like they're kind of smaller, like, leftover bits that maybe weren't the premium sort of flesh, which is why it was never added. Nothing valuable. But why don't you give me a secret perception check as you search around.
All right.
You guys are really good at this. No. You find absolutely nothing else in this room that seems of interest to you.
Was it the one?
It was another one, yeah.
Oh, no.
Mukta fails in chat. Yeah.
Need to.
Oh.
So, so like, it looks like Nulara is getting set to like somehow burn this thing. Mukta's kind of searching around for anything valuable in the room. Clovis and Hal, what's that leave you guys doing?
I want to look around for some more books or something else in this place. Maybe they have a super secret book somewhere.
Yeah, if you want to search this room for anything secret as well, then you can go ahead and give me a perception check. Don't roll a natural one like Mukta. No, I mean, just like Mukta, it comes up empty. Like, whatever valuables were in this room have long been picked clean and moved elsewhere, or,
I would like to use a hero point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Use the hero point.
Okay.
21. Pretty good. You give the room a nice once over, digging down, looking for any sort of secret trap compartments, bases of the statue, anything. You come up empty-handed. There's definitely nothing here.
That
So
is
Clovis.
about all I can do. Did
Yeah,
some dispel, some magic, detect magic. What can you see, Clovis?
You're going around with the detect magic, trying to like pick up any sort of like magical effects, and you don't come up with anything.
I will do my focus time spent.
Oh, so you're gonna get a focus point back. Absolutely, go ahead.
Yep.
So Nulara then, back to Nulara. How are you looking at the statue and trying to figure out how to deal with this abomination?
I'm going to look around and look for like the driest patch of flesh I could see, and then use that as my
It looks
start.
driest on the top. It looks like they started on the top and built down. So the oldest, driest flesh is to the top of this thing. So if you were to like sort of climb up it and kind of mount it, you'd be able to get closer to the drier flesh.
Is there a way to knock the statue over? Can you knock the statue over and then light it?
I can try. I want to disrespect this statue as much as it's disrespecting Pharasma. So can I try and pull it down?
Yeah, you it's kind of like put up against a wall, so I think your best bet is probably to kind of like put your back against the wall and put your legs against it and just push as hard as you can,
Yeah.
And
I'm
so
gonna use my hamstrings.
Sure. And then Clovis, you're watching Nulara. Are you helping her?
Yes.
Okay. So the statue is really big. So this is going to be a pretty monumental task for the two of you to accomplish. But let's see what happens. So, Clovis, give me an athletics check as you attempt to aid Nulara.
Athletics?
I
I'm not very
got this.
athletic.
Oh.
Okay,
Clovis
Nulara,
is like,
you
ah.
Nulara, you are taking a -2 penalty to your action from Clovis's help. So make an athletics check.
Athletics. Let's see. Come on.
You can
Clovis is actually pushing the other way.
Yeah, like
22.
22 -2, so 20.
20.
With a 20, you get up there, you push it, you feel it gives. This is not an impossible task by any mean, but like you give it all you can, and digging to the depth of your like ability, the thing like lifts about like an inch off the ground before your energy gives out, and you have to like give up, and you kind of slump to the ground exhausted. You were unsuccessful in tipping it over. And I would say you guys gave it a good 10-15 minutes of time just to do this unsuccessfully, and now we're kind of in the next sort of round of exploration phase where everyone can potentially pitch in and do it as a group, or how you guys want to do it. But Nulara, you are unable.
Were you pushing it in? Hang on a second.
Do you want to push it over, or do you want to just light it on fire? Or are you going to push it over and light it on fire?
I would
Are you
like,
looking
if
for
it's okay,
something
I'd love
underneath?
to push it over. I really
because
want
Can't tell
the
too
oldest
fast, I'm
skin is on top, so it will burn better from the top. So if we can push it over, we'll probably burn better.
Maybe
I
you
go
could-
to close the doors while all this is happening, just so we don't get.
Perhaps you could become a bear again and like lean on it a little bit and knock it over.
Oh, might be better. I tried before and I strained so hard I sharded myself.
I saw that you were on one side pushing against it, and Nulara was on the other side pushing against it.
Also, I was wrong. A critical failure is only a
Directions.
-1 or -2. So
Oh, so it tipped over.
no, it still didn't tip over.
to. Maybe we can like stay next to each other, Clovis. I don't think you pulling and me pushing helps.
All right, can do it again. Maybe
Okay.
Mugla can help. He's much stronger.
Good luck, friend.
Okay. So, guidance.
Mukta,
very
you want to
nice.
help her? You want to help her, Mukta?
I mean, I'm probably just as strong as you are, to be honest.
Okay, then I will get.
I use
another
more
shot.
finesse than brute force.
My rolls have got to eventually get better. Come on.
I don't know, but let's
Yeah.
let's tempt fate. So
You got this.
Yeah. Sick.
Better than a 4.
yeah, this is not. So I think again, Clovis is
Give it
not
all night,
helping.
I'll
He's
get there.
hurting you, Nulara. So
I'll
you're gonna
get
take a
there.
-1 penalty to this. So Nulara is like, you're already tired from all this first attempt. So you dig up all your strength, climb back up, dig your back against the wall, start pushing it, and you start like trying to like move it little by little and get it rocking back and forth. Give us that athletics check. The DC to actually topple this is gonna be a DC 25. So it's not impossible, but it's not like this is a 15-foot tall statue with a huge solid base.
Okay, so I
guidance.
have guidance and a +11, so I just need a 13.
You also
Let's
have the
go.
-1 from Clovis helping you.
can do it.
It was on a
doesn't do it.
13.
No. So you actually get it rocking back and forth, like, and it gets a few more inches off, and it's almost to the point where it's going to tip over. And then I think one solid kick rips some of the stitching of the flesh, and your foot slips, and you tumble to the ground, and the whole statue sort of like regains its thing, and now you're like really getting tired. And another
Okay.
like 15 minutes.
Just light the son bitch.
Okay, yeah. Mukta, can you, I will boost you up. Can you just light it up from the top of its head, please?
I want to.
I mean,
Up. Send Mushi up there if you want.
To light it? Can Mushi even light it?
Yeah, he'll probably catch himself on fire.
who are you healing, Hal? Thank you, Hal.
The dancing lights did the healing. That's pretty good. So, yeah. So now the plan is to. Are we doing the mook? Mushi plan, or are we doing the Mukta plan?
If Mushi can light it, I would have Mushi light it.
I mean, Mushi can, but the problem is you're handing a flammable, like torch or something to a creature that is entirely made out of like branches and leaves. But he's, most likely he's not gonna like mess it up and drop the torch and light himself on fire, right?
For a second. I have an idea.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
Actually,
here.
Mushi does not have the manipulate trait, right?
No.
So he does not have the fine motor dexterity skill to even do this, so he cannot.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out the dagger and say, Nulara, give me a boost, please.
Yes, here. Ah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to climb onto the statue and just start cutting off pieces of flesh.
Sure. Give me that athletics check with the help from Nulara boosting. Nulara, give me also an athletics check.
How are we losing against the statue after defeating a wispy-haired lady?
You can do it.
Because we're tired.
You guys are really...
No!
Okay. That's a good roll. That would have been enough to tip the statue, but you give Mukta the boost he needs to get up, so that's a +2 to your climbing roll, Mukta.
All right.
Get your Mukta fails ready in chat.
No, Nulara crits. You got this.
Oh, that's already with the +2. I was gonna say with the +2, that's enough. So like you start climbing up, you get about halfway, and then like your like claws like gripping into the thing, like peeling back like wallpaper coming down a wall, like rip. You start like tumbling, and like the flesh gives. But what you've managed to do at least is grab a more dry part that like tears down and folds outwards, and is like hanging at arm's reach that you could probably at least light it. You know what I mean? Like you got about halfway up and pulled it down.
I mean, my goal actually was to just start cutting off pieces of flesh anyway, so...
Yeah. It'd be really easy to tear the flesh off this thing. It'll just take time, right?
You gotta
I'm trying to pretty much cut all the flesh off so we could just pile it up and burn it.
Yeah. So, nemesis of TTRPG parties, doors and statues.
Yeah.
But you got the wick started, so that's a good start.
Do we have any... Does any of us have any oil or anything?
Oh, yeah, I have some in my hair.
Negative. I don't have any.
I think not to help, the exact opposite, but I think that Clovis has a wand that puts out fires. Right? Somebody had the wand to quench from the firefighting cabinet.
That's not me.
Yeah, that's...
Who has that? The hell?
It might be on the trade character. I don't remember.
I have wand of... Oh, yeah.
Look, I want to destroy this thing as much as you, Nulara, but I don't know how much longer we can spend trying to destroy this. I think we just mess it up as much as we can. Maybe, hopefully there's no more of these creepy undead cultists who want to restore it, and we can always try to come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
We have to come back anyway.
I'll start hacking at it.
Yeah, that's easy enough, right? You're hacking at it. Every time your trident like kind of hits part of the flesh, it cuts really easily, and you like pull at the stitches. The whole thing starts like falling off. It's like almost like peeling a banana. You start it, and it kind of follows like one of the seams and peels away. It's pretty easy to strip this thing clean. It's big enough that I think if you're trying to be like really thorough about it, you're gonna probably spend the better part of an hour in here like doing this.
Oh no, not an entire hour. Just hacking at it out of frustration, and then when everyone's ready to leave, that's when I'll leave.
Nulara, why don't you put our wispy-haired friend at the base as well, so we light her on fire, and then hopefully she catches the rest.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just hacking until you guys tell me to stop.
And so, yeah, did you guys ever come up with a way to start the fire? Like oil? Or just...
I mean, we have...
There are tons of books in the other rooms that would catch very easy, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Plus, if that skin's dry, it's gonna have natural oil.
Yeah, Mukta will go get some of the books. Mukta will get that How to Raise Your Baby Ghoul.
One book. Just one book to start with. Okay. So yeah, you go ahead and come back and put the books at the base, which gives you a little bit of like kindling. Who's the one that lights the match or lights the fire?
I'm just hacking at it still.
Nulara. I put my hand
What?
on.
What?
It's time. We better go.
Okay, here. And then I have the flint and steel.
Okay.
We should be ready to go pretty quickly once this thing catches, though.
Okay. So yep. So catch the fire. The spark goes. The flame starts at the base of the Canker. Nakazaren's corpse is there. The flesh is torn, exposing the stone and bone beneath. And like Nulara, I think you're probably one of the last ones. Everyone's like quickly ready to get out of here before the smoke starts filling this kind of. It's a bigger room, but at the same time, there's no ventilation down here, right? So it's you can feel the smoke start rising. Yeah, you're the last one. You're looking back at this thing. Like, what do you say or do?
Before the fire completely engulfs Kazarin.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. I would like say to her dead body, tell Pharasma I said hi, and that I sent you when you see her, and then watch a little bit as the fire engulfs her, and then walk out.
Yeah, it's like burning the clothes first, right? And then like the flames are kind of like charring the bits of skin, and it's already pretty dried out because it's like undead anyways. And so like her face like kind of like starts going up and charring up like burn marks at the side, and yeah, you leave before smoke inhalation takes over. So
when we close the door behind us.
Yep, and close the door behind you. So hopefully there's nothing important you got to come back for, because this room will be covered in smoke. Okay. So yeah, you guys leave the room, and like Nolara's the last one out. You guys close the door behind you, breathing like a sort of a sigh of relief as you kind of look at each other. And yeah, there's still, the exit. The exit to go back to the surface out of the restricted section is to the west, to the east. The door that you haven't checked yet, and then there's the two doors to the south. The one that you've been in, and the other one where presumably the book lady resides.
Around what time would it be?
It's hard, like you guys don't have a good sense necessarily of time. Like you don't have like a watch or anything, but it still feels pretty early. Like between everything you guys have done, probably you've been down here for no more, just about an hour, maybe a little more than an hour. You would guess. It's still early morning.
At least we've been here for at least 25 experience.
What an abstract way to measure time.
I mean, we still have a few more weeks till it should recharge. I think that was a bit more of a fight than we were expecting. Maybe we recharge and explore more. At least we know this Canker cult has been taken care of.
Do you want to check some of these doors, or do you want to just go back and...
Are you asking me, Hal? I mean, if you want to check them, then let's go. Let's camp here for the night.
Oh, no, I said we should check them. I can open them and then run away.
It's still early.
It's
Can we
early
check
in
them
the
before
day.
we head up?
Sure. I can give them a check.
How many of these doors have we not gone in? All of them?
Two, the south, west, and then the east. Southeast and the east, sorry.
I'd say we check the south first.
The book lady room.
Yes, I'm going to check for traps.
Yep. Just to expedite this, there's no traps on this door, and it does not look locked.
All right.
The name on the outside, written in Undercommon, says Scriptorium.
Nulara, if you would be so kind.
Oh yeah,
I can't really see unless you go in there.
Yeah. So you look in, right, and you step into the room, and it says this room is lined, right, with tables divided up into several narrow corrals with old wooden chairs pushed in against them. All right, stop right there for a second. Upon them, old stacks of paper and tattered books sit amid dry inkwells and brittle writing quills. To the south, a skeleton dressed in shiny-looking chainmail lies slumped on the floor, clutching something in its bony hands. So you're in this room, you're like stepping in, Nulara, lighting it up. You're about halfway across like the halfway point of the room. Down on the south here, there is a dead skeleton, chainmail over it, clutching something in its hands. And I think, Hal, as you put out your detect magic like you normally do, you get a ping of something magic in this room.
There is something magic in there, Laura.
Yeah, there's this. I think. Do you want to take a look, Hal? I think either you or Clovis can figure out what's going on.
Sure. What is it?
Here. And then I point out the skeleton and the chain link. No.
Nope. Clovis, she's calling. Nulara is calling for you.
Clovis?
So Clovis pokes his head into the room, right?
There's a book here and a chain link.
Like there's desks and the decks are covered in books and old writing material. This room looks like abandoned, like definitely doesn't look like it's like a layer of dust here that lets you know this is not an inhabited room. Like the other rooms are kept fairly clean. This one, like a layer of grime and dust and like cobwebs just cover this whole place. The old books stacked on the thing. The skeletal corpse clutching something not visible in its hands, like close to its body. And nice, very nice suited chainmail adorning its corpse. Clovis, as you kind of step into the room.
Chain mail. Sorry, I kept saying chain link.
Oh yeah, chain.
Chain link.
It's like a fancy verse.
Yeah, so Clovis, you do step into the room and go check it out because Hal's getting a ping of magic, right? And it seems to be emanating from this corpse. So I think what happens is Clovis kind of moves down. And Nulara's like on lookout, and Mukta's like hiding, and Hal's like peeking around the corner. And as you get to that bookshelf, right? Or not the bookshelf, sorry, the corpse, and you start crouching down to look at it. From the east wall, right between Mukta and Nulara, a ghostly figure just floats through the wall right behind you.
Laura, punch it! Punch it!
And it floats into the room.
Yeah, I thought it was a Hal.
So as it floats into the room, it stops and it looks at you, Nulara, and Mukta and Clovis, and like it doesn't see the house of the room. It's just confused and looks between all of you, and then it's like, oh, wait, hang on, let me just double check something. Yeah, she looks at you like very like seriously, furrows her brow, and she looks like she's holding something. She's got like her hands like clutched against her, but like nothing's there. And she just says like, "Tardy on your first day, that will not do. Come on, chop chop, sit down, get to work." And she starts pointing to you guys to like basically take a seat and start scribing.
Remembering how I did it with the other trapped ghost, can I... Oh, should I just grab this book away from this skeleton and throw it outside the room?
Well, you're not even entirely sure what the skeleton is clutching. It could be a book.
Oh, okay. Can I take a look at the book? At this thing that she's clutching.
If you like, Clovis is right now. Clovis is right now crouched down over it, right, and you're kind of standing watch over Clovis while this ghost floated right behind you. So the only person really probably close enough to get a good look at what she's clutching is Clovis. So Clovis, can you give me a perception check? But like she's like very like impatiently like tapping her foot. Ooh, 26, nice. It does not look like a book, Clovis. Looking at the thing, you can see the little part that's exposed looks to be a portrait, and you can see a little like an elven purple ear with like long white hair in the corner of the frame. She's clutching some picture of someone. And then you're looking at that, and Nulara's like looking.
I tell that to you, Nulara. Yep, so I let her know.
And then she says one last time, she says, "I will not say it a second time. Get to work." And she points to you guys all to sit at the desk and start transcribing papers.
It's okay. I think we can ignore her. This portrait. Do you think it, Clovis? Do you think it's
I don't know. Sure.
What are you doing over there? And she drifts down here
scared
towards
me.
you guys.
Just taking a look at something. Some of the books fell from the shelves. They're here on the floor.
Make a deception check. Hal's like safely in the other room, like that should be me, but I will be safe and stay in the other room. Oh,
16.
not terrible.
Nice.
16 against her passive perception to be light of 27. She realizes that you guys are like tricking her, not listening to her, and she looks down and she sees you guys filling with like the skeletal corpse, and you've kind of drawn her attention to it, and something about this sets her off, and she screams in anger as like her ghostly visage, the hair goes up, starts floating in the air. She screams like a banshee, and I guess that's where we're picking up next week, guys, because you guys are being attacked by a ghost right in the middle of this room. I guess we're not leveling up at the end of the session.
Oh my god. We're not going to level
It's
up.
early in the morning.
It is.
Yeah.
So yeah, the unfortunate thing
At
is
this
you
rate,
guys
at this rate, we're going to have enough points by the time we get out of here to level 5.
I know, right? To be level
We're gonna skip right
5.
past 4.
yeah. So we know for sure we're going to be leveling up next session, so we'll definitely spend time tonight to make sure we know what we're taking, but we're not going to commit the changes until this situation resolves itself. I do like the sort of like visual image of like this ghost like telling you to do something, and Nular's like, no, it's okay, we don't have to listen to her, and the ghost is like, oh, believe me, you have to listen to me, and then loses it, right?
Yeah.
So
No, you scared me for a second there when like you had her. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, she's not used to being ignored, so that did not make her very happy. So that's a fun way to end tonight's session. Come back next week as we decide, or we find out if you guys get out of this situation alive or not. I mean, you've trapped yourself in a room with the scary book lady's corpse, clutching a picture of someone, wearing a very nice set of chainmail, and I guess not doing what you were told to do, which is, get to work. It's interesting. I didn't know we were going to end it like this, but we did. So that's going to do it for us this week, guys, on the Abomination Vault's Ruins of Gauntlight. Thank you, Nina, Richard, Mike, Rick, for playing with me. I look forward to Wednesdays as always. It's a lot of fun. Been a blast. To our viewers, to Dalvin, to Drowsword, to everyone who is in chat, everyone that pushes past our 10K hero point goal. Big shout outs to Drowsword, giving all those like cheers tonight and the donation to the subs. Like, you are awesome. Thank you. Tell them, guys. Tell them how much you appreciate like our fans.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We are close to getting another tier of like points, and then we can unlock more emotes. And we've got a Clovis emote and a Hal emote coming down the pipeline if we can get the room.
Guys, we've seen them. They're so cute.
Yeah,
So cute.
They're very cool. I guess we have some potential big changes coming to the stream. I think our plans, if all goes well, is like next week we will all be on webcam, so you won't just be seeing this face. You'll have a chance to see everyone.
Ooh.
Gotta dress up in my tuxedo.
I know. I gotta put some pants on.
We've been playing. We started playing on webcams for each other, so like we can see each other on webcam to get like kind of down in what's used to. But we're gonna finally like be able to like share the cams with you. So instead of these cool like animated talking avatars, you will see who's behind the characters. That'll be exciting for you. So if you want to see that, tune in next week. Episode 19 of our Abomination Vault's Ruins of Gauntlight playthrough. We'll be back for that game next Wednesday, 7 o'clock Pacific, as our group sees if they can punch another ghost.
Yes.
Or talk it down.
Punch it.
Hey, Mukta can finally believe Nolara now.
Mukta started to sit down to work, so his back is turned to you guys.
Did Mukta sit down and start working?
I realized I said it, but I realized I've been on mute for like 5 minutes. So
man. That's too bad.
Nobody was saying a word.
So Mukta is sitting down. He's like, "Come on, guys," and you're actually like transcribing the work, right? Okay, yeah. So what you see is like there's stacks of books and papers in front of you. It's written in like different languages, and they want you to translate it all to like Undercommon, basically, which you speak. But I don't know if you speak the other languages that you're supposed to translate from.
I'll just start writing gibberish.
I will say, you pull one of the books, right? You pull it down, you look at it. The title of the book that you are trying to understand is God, I'm blanking on the name, but you read a title of a book that you've heard somewhere before and you don't remember exactly why. So maybe next week we'll see why you can remember the title of the book that you are looking at. It's called What the Worm Knows, and you're like, huh, why does that sound familiar? And I think that's probably where we'll pick up with you next week.
The worm knows.
Yeah, what the worm knows. So anyways, it's been awesome. Nothing but love for you guys. Catch us next week, right?
Yes.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Great time again.
Of course,
See you
yeah.
next
Thank
week.
you. Thank you guys. And until then, is it Wednesday yet? Maybe we can't use it. It's already somebody else's life. But
we'll workshop it.
We'll come up with the
yeah.
sign off. Yeah, we gotta workshop it.
Yeah,
all right. Either way,
Uh-huh.
take care, guys. See you all
right.
next Wednesday.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good week.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Right.